Scotty, beam me up.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today we are on the bridge. Have some fun to talk about Strange New Worlds, episode 5. I thought it would be fun to do this because I did put a community poll up a while ago to see what if people wanted, if captains wanted to discuss, see a video, and there was some interest in this, so I thought I would do this, and plus this is kind of go into our evening stream regardless, but Captain Robert Adams, how are you?
Captain on the bridge.
Hopefully I'm coming across okay, you can hear me. So we had already did a video on our reaction to review for episode 5, SPOCK AMOK, and hard to believe it's already episode 5. Ice!
Admiral,
I really have to get you that command. Ice, am I being heard? Can you hear me, Caps? Hopefully I'm coming across okay. Hopefully. I'm hoping. I kind of had to... Well, I've learned from the past 2 streams how to sort of get this going, because the last stream is actually where sort of every time I'd press live connect OBS Studios to YouTube, it would just like literally crash. It was like, oh, that's great. Good? Okay, awesome, thank you. But yeah, captains, again, I just thought it would be fun regardless to do this. Now, I do have a video out on the reaction. So far, and the reason why I want to start off with this is you can see we have covered essentially all the episodes that come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 being a live stream, actually. It was a live stream. And actually, we did that. That's like one of my favorite thumbnails, actually, to be honest with you. But we kind of paired it up with the legendary Vesta. And that was a fun little stream. But what we're probably going to do tonight is we'll go over, we'll talk about season 5, talk about generally the whole season up to this point. I didn't hear anything of a mid-season break. I don't think I have. I don't think I've read anything on Twitter or anything like that. So, but it being again halfway through season, we thought it would be fun to, and this is kind of last moment. It's supposed to just be about Spock, but again, I said this before. I've had so much fun covering the thumbnails, and from episode 1 to now, actually even episode like today's episode, I did like 2, almost maybe even 3 iterations of this thumbnail. But it was a good episode. Ice, did you get a chance to watch it, Robert? You get a chance to watch it there? Because, yeah, now, I didn't watch it when it first came out. I watched it when I had a chance to, which was the Saturday night, I believe? Saturday night? But I love... Oh my gosh. So good. Like, how... So, captains, this is my rating of the episodes from top to bottom. And when it's the bottom, it doesn't mean that it's bad at all. Okay, how I rank it is episode 1, 4, 3, 5, and then 2. Kind of how I would rank it for now. And again, it's the recurring themes in what we've been doing here with our sort of reviews here is La'an has been a factor that has sort of either taken away some of it from me, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's not, but it's more or less a sort of... Actually, let me do this. No, it's fine. Just sort of a... Make sure we turn that off. just a note, I've enjoyed Laan in episode 1. She kind of fell off for me in episode 2, hence why that is like at the bottom of the list. And then when 3 and 4 kind of came out, especially 4, the Momentum Mori, it came back up. And then, of course, the latest episode here being Spock. I've said in the reviews, Spock, I had a hard time connecting with him. And, jeez, Max. You can hear my bunnies like jumping all over the place. With Spock, he's just been so consistent. Now I know he's a Vulcan. Don't get me wrong. I know he's a Vulcan, and with him being that emotionless, it's just been kind of monotone. But just at the beginning of this episode was great, in my opinion, because it became sort of a chance for him to kind of stretch out his wings just a little bit, right? With him not having his Spock makeup on or whatever prosthetics, and just be himself. He even parted his hair the way he would do probably in real life. And the comparison between the two Spocks, the Vulcan and the human, you can really see and notice the difference, and I really did appreciate that. Love Hemmer. This episode didn't have Hemmer. That is one of the things that I said. It is a bit of a, that's why it's kind of low in the list. But it's not a knock. It's just that he wasn't here. He wasn't in the episode, and him not being in the episode, I was just kind of like, man, that kind of sucks. For what he does and brings onto the screen, it's very weighted. Every time I've said he's on the screen, it's very weighted. So anytime that he's on screen, it's not. I don't think the term is right. Like wasted space. No, it's not. Or wasted screen time, I should say. He brings a very good weight to every scene he's in. It's so meaty, very meaty when it comes to that. So it, I guess we can chalk it up that he was in engineering. They were in space dock, of course, so he was working, doing his thing. But I would have loved to see what his sort of shore leave would have been. You know what I mean? It would have been really interesting to see what would Hemmer do in his spare time, him being who he is, on his interactions with Uhura. Oh yes, exactly, like 100%. And I think that is why the Momentum Mori really got up there. So again, the ranking for me for it's like 1-4, right? Yeah, 1-4. Oof, yeah, 1-4-3-5-2. Because when they were trapped in the shuttle bay, or the cargo area, I should say, the interaction between the two was just so, how should I say, like, you had Hammer being the blind one, you had Uhura, who's the only one that can help, and their interaction, they got to know each other more, got to know a little bit more of background, and the emphasis on Uhura not trying to find herself still when it comes to what she wants to do. And the thing is, we already know what she's going to be, so it's sort of nice to kind of know that at first when she joined Starfleet, she was sort of not even, both of her feet weren't even in there yet. Hemmer, oh man, Hemmer's great. I absolutely love and adore Hemmer. And just the scene first when he was in the bridge, when La'an said we can modify a torpedo, and he's like, and we can do it in X time, and he made a comment, well, that's great, and considering I'm the one who's be doing the modifications. Just such a good humor. And of course when Hemmer was introduced or to Uhura, that whole thing was awesome. That dynamic was awesome with Ahura, and you know, it sucks that he wasn't here. In my mind, of course, he was in engineering. They're in space dock. They're doing all their whatever have you. But all right, so and you have this. I appreciate you being here. So what we're gonna do is continue on now. Don't mind this. This will come back up later because this is part. It's gonna be a season 5, an episode 5 kind of overview again. Have our discussions. We can fanboy. I'm gonna fanboy. I'm gonna 100% fanboy. Not that I haven't been doing that already, but also a recap. And I think it'd be fun to just kind of recap the episodes here for a bit before we get into some Stowe. Stowe is already in the background, but that we can leave that later for later. So we'll leave this on. Now, captains, keep in mind, I am in my rocking chair. You know, I've always mentioned to Spencer, and he always kind of makes fun of me in my rocking chair. Yeah, no, I'm in my I'm in my rocking chair. So I didn't think this setup would work. The other setup I have is sitting up there, but it's very uncomfortable. So I didn't want to necessarily sort of sit there. Grand Butchers. I mean, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I can really say that it is. I know it's kind of dark, but I got a light here from the camera. I got a light source there. But the bunnies, the buns are like right behind me. So nighttime, we kind of like to just keep it little dim and dark here while I'm streaming. A little bit of light on, but again, I have done the review already, caps, on this, but it hopefully you can see this in my screen. Use my screen. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, why is it doing that? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hopefully that works. Fucking mean. But this whole thing, and like what we were talking about earlier, this scene, it reminded me of like a fantasy sort of dragonish scene. The lava and everything. I kind of half expected a dragon to kind of fly across the screen there. I just X,
Admiral, if you will come with me.
sir, how you doing? How are you doing? Claim indeed. We're just kind of going over starting to go over actually. Doing great. How much did you love? So where do you rank episode 5? I rank it again, just because it's low on the list, it doesn't mean it's that low. It really isn't that low. Cheek pinching. No, you can't. No. These no, Augie, you can't. These cheeks they're not as pinchable as Spencer's. Augie, how you doing, sir?
Admiral, if you will come with me.
I was lurking near the little bits of your stream there, sir. At volleyball. Amok time? Yeah, I that throwback. Now again, I've made it very clear that I have not watched TOS. I respect it. I know that theme. Actually, someone had requested that theme for the TwitchBit stream. So to hear it though, kind of in action was pretty cool. And like I was saying, I was half expecting in this scene that a dragon would fly through. This is literally what it reminded me of because you had that lava flowing and everything, you know. And then I'm gonna say to Pring, I don't know her. I don't know her character, the actress. I find that she was very sort of similar to Spock, obviously as being Vulcan, being very emotionless. Duh. Thanks. Good one, Triz. Thanks, Tips. But this episode gave them such, I believe, a good time to kind of sort of stretch out their acting chops, and it was really great. I love to bring in this, and she's a little hot. No? little hot. A little hot. I mean, I guess you can pinch that when I start doing that. And when I pinch my face there, the cheek, the fat underneath the neck there is there. But this whole scene, I did quite find awesome. See, again, when it came to Ethan just being, literally no the human stuff, I thought it was really cool, and his whole fear of Spring not accepting because of his half-human side really was, of course, the theme of this as I was going along, and I quite really enjoyed that as it played. Again, cheap. Don't tell the Admiral. But yeah, this was cool, and just the hair alone, the hair, just did it, and the emotion he's actually trying to put in his face. But you can tell it's almost like the Vulcan Spock was trying a little harder here to sort of be more Vulcan. But I appreciate it. See, like the fear in his face, he did a real good job showing it there, and of course the Vulcan Spock being. And dang, yeah, he actually got him too. See Augie right there. You can pinch Ethan Peck's chin there if you want to. Showing almost always the details. Yeah. See, and I said this throughout the whole episode, and really all the episodes so far. The music, it really has set. Man, that one scene, was it in the negotiations room? The TNG vibe music. Oh. That was so good. But I compared this to the Dragon Ball Z slice of life moment, and they would make episodes like these where in between the huge fights, the huge threats to Dragon Ball, they'd have these episodes where it would explore what they would do in a day-to-day life or whatever. And this is the total vibes I got from this episode, like 100%. It may be my number one. This? Oh, okay. That thing. And again, we're always gonna have our own different rankings, right? We're always gonna have how we sort of see this ranking in our own way that we've connected with episodes. For sure, the first episode, how that whole thing played out, it just really has a strong starting, in my opinion. Especially when you always hear, right? You always hear for almost every Star Trek series that it takes a couple episodes or it takes a couple seasons for it to get its legs underneath it. And I said this in this video review that I did. Up to episode, I keep saying season 5, up to episode 5, if this was all the good parts of Strange New Worlds up to what we've seen right now, it would still, and everything else is just bonus at this point, if that makes sense. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 could be really bad, and overall I'd still positively rank this Strange New Worlds as season 1. I love it because it connects OS amok. Yes, which is important, right, in negotiations, and that's when you have a negotiator. They also look at the body language, and I appreciated that. I really did. Oh, Dwayne, sir, how you doing?
On the bridge.
How is Dwayne? And I appreciated the fact that he noticed all of that stuff, and it did come into a factor of how he sort of answered the question at the end, and I loved that. Look at that. So you got scared Spock and you got Vulcan Spock, like Again, I appreciated that. Now, I know his emotions here are going to be a lot more raw, right? We know that there's a little bit of wiggle room here for Ethan Peck, for Strange New World Spock to sort of explore, just like Uhura, that time frame from now until when we see him in TOS. So this episode made it work for me a lot, in my opinion. It really did. I really did quite appreciate the whole backstory, not only for Spock, but on all of them, really, so far. Good was working on my KDF recruit, got 1,000 melee kills to get that let Stova core unlocked from my hunt. Nice! Let's go! Yes! Congrats. Awesome. I don't know where I am with my melee kills, to be honest with you, but you know, we'll go to Star Trek Online later, definitely. But the KDF recruit stuff, I just got him to 65, one step at a time. One step at a time. 5, 1, 4, 2, 3. My order, my favorite. And again, there you go. That's a way to see it. Less favorite. Again, it's not bad. It's more just it's not as strong, you know. But all the I've loved all the episodes, and even the episode 2 with Uhura. The one thing that I take from that is Uhura, obviously, and her singing voice. Oh, man, it is just so. Mm, Captains, you know I'm a choir member, and one of the things that I love is good, good singing voice. The Admiral has a good voice. Every Star Trek. See, I'm gonna say even my favorite TNG. I have watched it. I do. I have watched the whole TNG. The thing for me is I can't remember every detail. I'll remember details obviously that my mind has chosen to remember. But there's a lot of people that I think like yourself can go back in an instant without even looking up sort of the episode and know that moment, specific moment. I can't do that. She figured it out. Yes, that again from beginning to end, how episodic these it just works. The pacing is amazing. It's just right. You know, and from the time like again when the intro started here, I didn't include a still of the intro, but regardless, it was 14 minutes in, and I was glued to my screen, and it just takes you in. Well, it takes me in, and I'm invested in how they keep going back and forth between the scenes. It just works. You know, the pacing really is great. I think the pacing is one of the best that I have actually. Well, tighten that up a little bit. Not sure if that helps. But the pacing is just really good. It's been good for all the episodes, and I feel that's almost like a hard thing to do. Star Trek, maybe like less. Star Trek God. Maybe early 24th century, late 26th century, before M. Yeah. But yeah, again, everything has been going very. It flows really well. It really does. And for him, again, going back to for Spock to be sort of very more showing his emotion more when he's kind of alone. You know, again, that is something that we don't necessarily get to see, but when we get to see the Spock in TOS, or at least the moments I've seen him up to, of course, TMP, all the movies that I have seen him, there is some sort of similarity, but of course, later in life, Spock is accepting more his humanism. Bubs, you want to say hi? Come here. You're done. Say hi. Say hi, Bubs. Wow. I hear her like crashing again, like the bunny's like right behind us. Expression on the start. Halfway done. That's what I thought. And for season 1, 10 episodes, so 10. Really? Dang, 20 episodes. And maybe that's because that's the Nickelodeon thing, or maybe because it's animated. But Lower Decks, though, was only 10 episodes. I think, I don't remember if it had a season break, because, again, I binge watched all the season. 30 minutes? Oh, they're only 30 minutes. Okay, well, you can tell I haven't seen Prodigy. I'm not saying I don't have any interest in it. If anything's interesting to me so far of the clips I've seen is that ship. Of course. Of course the ship. Of course it's the ship. It is the ship. That is sorry, I lost my page. There you go. We love our ships, like 100% of our ships. So again, I appreciated this with Spock, and then, again, Ice, the love of the ships that I have. I love the pew pews. There was no pew pews here at all. Ship pew pews. There was none. There was no ship pew pews. Yet they still gave respect to the Enterprise. I've always said that the ship in itself is a character, and just including it in the backdrop, it the respect, and of course the ship is gorgeous anyways in its own right. Oh yeah, like just 100% beauty. Now, how I took this was panning from, I believe, right to left, and I think they're actually showing another ship here. I'm not. It looks like a Constitution, but we'll get to that later. This was cool. I loved how they said that this was like one of the oldest star bases in Starfleet, but you can see the biospheres, and again, I appreciated all of this. It's just enough backstory. It's not too much, it's not too little. It's just enough. Just enough. Yeah, there you go. So there's another Constitution class. So they don't have the actual starbase over Earth yet. Wondering if it could. Very good. Ooh, good call, Dwayne. Maybe. See? Maybe. That's a good call. Like that. That could be. That could very well be. And again, the scenes between these two were great, especially when that moment came. Dex was 30 minutes or what? How'd you remember? Was Lower Decks 30? I thought it was like 40. Like an actual, like kind of a full length without the commercials. 40-ish. Prodigy was more. Yeah, I haven't watched Prodigy yet, but I have not watched it. Of course, these two are getting it on. Again, very, very, very emotionless kiss, but this kiss meant more at the very end, and I like that. I like how they built that. They made this mean more. They do always kiss each other, but it's just so right? And again, I've said already, even in the trailers, that I believe those scenes where they're in bed or whatever is just not necessary. But it's not that it's not new. It's always been a thing. So if done right, I don't mind. I'm not saying it was done wrong, but I feel like it just didn't really have to do it. These new episodes 4 all isn't all consistent. Not all the same minutes. Oh yeah. But I mean, this is like an hour in itself, and Again, of course, just setting the precedence here of, well, they're doing this. They're gonna meet each other later, but he's got other things to do. And he's walking away doing the closed eye thing. We know that the feels, right? Because of course all the human, again, they're talking about the whole human thing, the duty thing here between them, and it works how they've opened this up, and with these episodic episodes, they just tie it up in a little bow, and I love that. Absolutely love that. Okay, I will say I want more of April. April is really good. I've loved him in every scene that he has been in. And I'll say he's not too much, he's not too he's not overwhelming, he's not underwhelming. It's just right. And the constant for me with them is the actual relationship between Pike and April. It's very natural feeling. I like how they convey that across. Multi-week phrase, I love it. Yes, again, the whole episodic thing, it's just working. I hate, and that's why I wanted to binge watch a lot of the things that I've watched, because especially with Picard, I still haven't 100% watched it, but I didn't want to watch it when it was out because it's like they build it up, leave you hanging, they close it off the first episode and then do it again. It's just not. Someone mentioned it's just a dragging momentum, you know. I know that works for a lot of other stuff, but just Star Trek, it doesn't feel like it works for me. But yeah, April, I absolutely, he's knocking. I love his uniform. I want his uniform in Star Trek Online. I want his uniform. Like that looks so Admiral Lee. Plus, Captain April was the first commanding officer. True, and it's crisp. There you go. It's fresh, ice cool. I see what I did there. They didn't necessarily go into that, did they? Haven't said anything about April being on the Enterprise before, have they? I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they did. But regardless, and the whole Rungovians. Now, I didn't catch this, but I love how Pike sort of takes you on that journey, not journey, takes you through his thought process on the Ringovians and how they were sort of, how he noticed these little things. I didn't include it here in this slideshow, but how the Ringovian was literally insulting the Tellarites. I was like, and of course, when we get to the end there, I like how again they tie it all together there. It's really good. Was fascinating. I heard Spock in my head. Again, I love how they're saying that this is really, they're making the point that this is really important that they get to the Ringo. But here's the thing: they've already met with the Klingons, so I thought that was interesting. And then they've mentioned the Romulans, you know, so I thought that was pretty cool. You know, Uhura didn't have a lot of lines here. Now, of course, we see Pike in his fresh outfit, of course, that we cut out right there. I was gonna put my face on that. I couldn't find my face that could fit that little cutout I did there at the bottom right. But Uhura didn't have a lot of lines here. You'd think she would a little, but I get why she obviously she would be there. Had like maybe like 2 or 3 lines, if that, and it's sort of, it doesn't, when I say downgrades her role in this episode, that's not what necessarily what I mean. But again, she's a cadet, right? And she's there to just sort of possibly, obviously, do her job, but learn how these negotiations go and stuff like so. I had no issues. I just wish she had a little bit more lines, right? Because I do love this iteration of Uhura. Love the reference for green shirt. Yeah, no, it again, all these nostalgia nuggets that they throw at us here and there. These nostalgia nuggets have always been welcomed, and in Lower Decks, especially the first season, it was like nostalgia nuggets, and it was good because you understood them, but it was a bit much. But this again, it still stays true. Obviously, it's not just full cloth. I like how it's sort of has that leather patching on it as well, but it's a good reimagined, not update, reimagined. King Pike wearing the Warwick. Yeah, no, and you can almost sell it that this was how it looked before. But again, when it comes to the whole, um, it's the mixed mapping, the mixed mapping, sir. How are you?
Admiral, if you will come with me.
How is Mr. Mixtad mapping? Yes. The respect that they're doing 100% is very genuine. And I really do hope with one of the, either I heard was from a content creator or officially on one of the Star Trek channels, saying that Discovery is going to go back or is going to use this episodic format because of how the positive reaction has been. So, just cooking din din. Ooh, what are we having? Well, not what are we having. I had quesadilla wraps. Oh. I needed it, okay? I had shadowboxing earlier, and then I had volleyball for like 2 hours. So, burgers. Love the burgers. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, McStud, and handmade. Ooh. The discussion before we had streaming here, though. Oh, anyways. But now we're just going over this. I thought it'd be fun because when I did the community poll on when I started doing my reviews, my reactions to this, I'd asked if it was something they wanted to see a video on and a discussion, and there was some that wanted it. It was actually overwhelming, actually, more than 50%. But why not do both? So I released the video today before I went to volleyball and thought, it'd be fun. But we're also going to do a recap. We've done a little bit of a recap, but we'll talk. I know. Oh, captains, if you're, just to let you know, me and McStud have a collab stream planned in the near future, and I think it's going to be a really good one. It's going to, and Spencer kind of alluded it earlier today when he was streaming. It's stuff that we naturally talk about already. It's just that we want to sort of just really get it out there, and it's just made of hands. Why did it take me a minute? Why did it take me a minute to kind of figure that out? But yeah, no, I love this. I enjoy and I love it. Of course, again, I forgot the scene to include that scene about the Tellarite, but it was just really just a scene of the Rangovian literally insulting Tellarite, something about his beard and as bad as your negotiation tactics or whatever it was. But here's a solar ship. Now, I didn't say this in my review. How much EC do we want to bet that this is going to be in Star Trek Online? Probably not a lot. It's probably not going to. It's not. I don't think. But the one thing, of course, and the reason why we decided to kind of venture out in this little outside of the Stowish is because of, well, just the recent events and everything that we've seen here. There's a chance for it to go into Stowe because, of course, of Discovery already. The uniforms from Discovery and the Disco Prize. But we haven't had anything yet, if I'm not mistaken, exclusively come from Strange New Worlds. I'm hoping. And again, the uniform. Again, April. I love April. I really do. But I'm loving that crisp uniform. Ice, like 100%. I want that. I want that, and I want this. And you know me, I'm not much of a ground Barbie-ish person, but man, this Their uniforms I'm really loving. You can kind of sort of get by with the Kelvin uniforms, if I'm not mistaken. They're not that far off from these, but this is sort of close to the Kelvin timeline. You think about it, but I know that it had like two striped, like one solid stripe here in the middle. Maybe if you made that whole piece solid, gold at the shoulder pads, this could pass, because that's like a more grayish bluish. But yeah, this solar ship, heck yeah, right? This solar ship, I really do wonder if anything, Eagle Moss. If anything, Eagle Moss is probably gonna fly with it. Again, I've always said La'an was the ones that was I've been up and down with in terms of how I felt about her. Here, the last episode, this episode, she's been on point, and this episode was more on point because there was just, again, it was part of a slice of life moment between her and Una, and the joke that she made here, I totally loved it. And I didn't, of course, we didn't really realize why they came in so pissed off, and the change in mood in this guy, this Basso dude, that was quite hilarious, and something to take note of, definitely. But again, I'm loving. This is not necessarily like exploration, but it's really sort of showcasing that how the Federation was, or how the Federation kind of runs, and showing how the negotiations go, of course, with Enterprise being the flagship and all that stuff. I enjoyed this whole sort of plot, which was not, it was kind of the subplot, but you know, this dude. I always laugh. I find myself smiling. I find myself smiling, laughing, chuckling here and there with all the face expressions that he makes. He makes it work so well. His pikeisms are just on point. Third second. Plus Eric. Man Tunic is in stow. Yes, that one is. You're right. I think we got that for free, actually. I think I got that for free. But his pikeisms is just Sam.
Admiral, if
How you doing,
you will come
Sam?
with me.
Mind you, you get 2 salutes. You get the 2 salutes. How you doing, Sam? I love how they changed the mood here, and also, see, like, he just laughs all of a sudden. He just kind of changes his mood. Like, the thought that came into me as well is like kind of bipolar. You know, just kind of. I do wish sound commands were here. I see one of the things that I could perk up here. Well, not perk up. It's, again, I'm on the Stream Elements bot here in the store. When I'm logged in under YouTube, there is no stream store. When I'm logged in under Twitch, there's that stream store where I put all my sound commands. So I think 100% they're trying to get away from that. Now, I know there's probably other things that we can, other sort of outside programs that can trigger that. Because I know Stud has a shout out bot. I think it was Nightbot. Actually, he's got a video on that too, so I gotta check that out in terms of maybe incorporating that here, because I don't have any of those commands here in terms of shout out people. But soon we'll work on that. We'll work on that. I mean, I can play them because I have I can play them. Just I don't want to get in trouble. I mean, there's stuff that I can play. Spencer made a mention about tier weapons and stuff possible. I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood him. Happens. Mark 16 weapons? Oh gosh. That's just DACA. We're just talking about that, just like extra DACA. Why is your camera set in DVD player? Well, I could turn that off. But it was a that was one of the first sort of screens that I wanted to do when I was doing paperwork to put a face cam on. It's like one of those Star Trek little personal computers. I'm still trying to look for the one that Picard had, the black one, but it's nostalgia. I was a kid back then, so it's all about the feels. All about the feels, sir. Um, yeah, this is great, and then Lon, of course, saying that she wants to do security things. Again, such a good relationship between all of them, and I just appreciate almost every moment that they have these interactions, and it's just been apparent throughout all the episodes. And episode 1, of course, it was very Pike and La'an centric, and maybe that's why La'an has had such a huge impression on me, is because of how episode 1 went and how good she was there, and I didn't expect it. So, when she gets a little over, you know, um, over mean or over whatever, that's kind of where I don't like it. Again, I just want her to be just right. These past 2 episodes, she's just been spot on. Especially, I liked her more in this episode. Kind of the fun side of her was really showing. Of course, the one of the Ringovians saying, "Well, you're Vulcan," and then, well, that of course that's going to play a part. You know what this reminded me, Ice? Thundercats. I don't. I don't know. I don't know the name of the blue guy anymore, but it reminded me of Thundercats just now. The guy that drove their vehicle that they used, and he had like kind of the whips. But that's who this guy reminded me of. I don't know if we've actually heard of the Ringovians before in Star Trek up to this point. Someone may have to tell me, but I've not remembered them. Bad they couldn't introduce a young Cybok, Spock's brother. Probably too much to force in the show. So 5 episodes in, we've had I think everyone has had already a chance to have their background explored. Hammer, not so much, but just as much as Mbenga and Chapel. Ortega still has had her episode, I think. I mean, she's had a little bit here and there, but maybe this is something that they will build upon, right? And one of the interviews that I saw for the actor for Ortegas, she was talking about, of course, she can't obviously talk about season 2, but she says, if we like what we've seen so far here in season 1, we're gonna like it or love season 2. So again, they're going back to the old school formula and just kind of expanding on it, adding their own little touch on it. And I really appreciate that. Now, speaking to what you said, the Cybok thing, again, so far Burnham has been mentioned twice in this. So could they possibly put in a Spock or a Cybok Spock episode? Why not? I don't think it would be too far to say they would woohoo. They're adding a season 2. Oh yeah, no, they've already added season 2. So one of the first Star Trek Strange New Worlds videos that we did, reaction videos, was when they announced Kirk. Kirk is not going to be in season 1, but season 2. All the images that were shown of him sitting on the bridge was from season 2 already. So there's already like Kirk's, and that's my reaction to that was, why so soon? Like, why put him in already? And it's like, I feel like they're almost taking the Pike's thunder, but again, I'm gonna just try and enjoy it for what it is for now, and it doesn't mean that he's gonna take over right away. I really do hope that they keep going in terms of their seasons here like 3, 4, 5. I just really want this to just keep going, because these moments, these episodic moments, whether it's shore leave, a diplomatic mission, an away mission, a colonization, a distress call, they can keep going. They have a lot to really explore. And then of course, on top of that, the layer in the background story, getting to know each character, and then of course you're going to have the handoff when that happens. It's just the possibilities of Strange New Worlds right now is just getting me excited for Star Trek in general. And I almost want to say that this is just going to be like the flagship series, you know. Discovery started, you know, all this new Trek. And when I say new Trek, I don't mean that in a negative way. Not at all. I might not like Discovery, but it doesn't mean that's fine. I respect it because it gave us this. It gave us, Strange New Worlds. And I think how things are going, I wouldn't, and if I'm not mistaken, Strange New Worlds is actually really performing well in Paramount Plus, like stupidly well. I don't want Kirk yet, sure, eventually. Yeah, no, they already showed him. Sam. He'll be in season 2, and it's the actor from Blood Vampire something, Vampire Diaries, I think. I liked Burnham as Saru. Again, Burnham, I like the actress Sonequa. It was just too much in terms of how they were using her, or whatever have you, and I didn't necessarily like how how they used her. That's okay. For me, I want people to like the Trek that they like, and it's fine, you know. Thought you. Oh, McStew. Okay, well, thank you. I will do. McStew, enjoy your dinner. Don't put me on the big screen. Just put me in picture. Rob Sir, hi po. Kamusta po?
Admiral, if you will come with me.
Got way too political for me. What did? Oh, Discovery? The Discovery? Again, there's a lot of people who love it. He said for you to say. Oh, so I thought I said to my fam. Hi! Hi, Mrs. Mixtad. Mrs. Mixtad Mapping and Mixtad Kids. Mixtad Kids? Sure. Oh, my sweet summer child. I read that wrong. I said say hi to the fam. So that was a fail. Hopefully we didn't get anyone spit out their burgers while they were eating. Which is Vulcan ship. So the summer event ship is not that Vulcan ship. The Vulcan ship upcoming from Lower Decks is the next R&D box ship, which is releasing this week. The summer event ship is that TNG alien jellyfish ship, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, the Vulcan ship I'm getting because I like it. No, it's not. That Vulcan ship that you've seen me put on screen is the one from Lower Decks, and that's going to be a promo box. The summer ship is, I think, going to be that TNG UFO. This is a UFO jellyfish. Calling you a noob right now because she's so toxic like that. Ooh, why would you call her out like that and then make me read that, knowing that I'm reading that to call her out? So bad, sir. So yeah, just keep that in mind. That Vulcan ship is releasing this week. The summer ship, we have yet to have details. It's so bad. So bad, sir. But hi, mixed family. Family, huh? Family. Enjoy the burgers. The burgers. Yeah, no, the whole discovery thing, I really do appreciate, respect it, because this again has sprung. Stranger Worlds has sprung off of it and hit the ground running. 5 episodes in, and all of them have been awesome. I'm starting to pot right now. Starting the pot. Oh, I'm so far away from the chat. Well, it's not far, but it's the screen right there. I thought I'm just sitting the pot. I'm like sitting, stirring. I have my glasses on, okay, and I can't see it. So is it worth doing for the trip? Is it ship or I will that will transform into a jellyfish? I think. I mean, is it worth it? A lot of the consensus recommendation is to just always do the events because you just never know. We don't know what the consoles are. We don't know what type of ship it's going to be. If it's going to have a special weapon console, we don't know, and it's just worth doing it. In my opinion, I will do it regardless because yeah, I'm just going to do it because it's free, especially for my PS4 account. Yeah, sure, why not? Portrait. So I've seen I've yet to go into a Mrs. McStud stream. I think I've seen one of McStud's kids. I think like very far because they came in and the door was open like right behind him when he was streaming once. Or we were on Discord, not streaming. We were on Discord, and the door was open and they were like right there. So I thought that was kind of hilarious. What did you say, Robert? Oh! Hi, Mrs. McStud. She had to go to her account. Oh, you upsetted the Mrs. McStud for her to literally log into her account. She was eating burgers, Rob, and inunsumi mo siya. Inunsumi means like you irritated her. I'm pretty sure Robert's heard that. Yeah, so hi. How's the burgers? Good? He's been on my case. But I've still yet to actually catch a stream of yours. I've seen clips. One of my favorite clips is, I'm not sure if it was Nick or someone just scared you and you hit your knee. I thought that was pretty funny. Well, it's not funny, but well, it was a clip, so you know what I mean. No, I had a chia. Deep in, oh, interesting. They smell good. Oh, all right. Turkey burgers are amazing. I can't say I've had turkey burgers just yet. I don't think I've had turkey burgers. I'm not. Well, Bubs, come here. This is the reason why, okay, because usually she's still pretty scared of going to her room when I'm sleeping. Oh, sleeping. When I'm streaming. Wave. They can't see you. Wave. Go lay down now. Because she's literally like right there. she has to sit down there. Oh, not sit down. I can't sleep there because she's still scared of going to her room. Last 2 days because with Amui. It's Amui. I'm not sure who that is, but I still gotta go to one of your streams because I regardless, as long as I have my headphones on, it's fine. But your friendship, yes. Oh, well, I'm always here. Hi. Welcome.
Captain on the bridge.
I'm laughing so hard right now. Just don't spit out the burgers. Hello, Mui. I was about to say what that actually sounds like to me. The name, because this is not an, don't take this as an insult. I know it's the first time that we're meeting. I think. Amoy, Amoy. Rob, what is that? What does that mean in Tagalog? Don't go to Google. Don't go googling that. What does amoy mean? And it doesn't necessarily the word, but it can be used in a couple different ways. Oh, you're on the spot here. He's Googling, you can tell. Even though the 10-second delay, you can tell. He's Googling. Oh, hit me with the quotes. Come on. Amoy. A-M-O-Y. Smell. There you go. Now. Inaamoy kita means I'm smelling you. Is it, like, or maamoy ka means you kind of don't smell so good. What is amoy? Now, amoy, I don't know. I'm just saying, amoy reminds me of amoy because it's so close. Shot. Fire away. Sorry, I that now song is playing in the head definitely 100%. So, but yes, that is exactly what it means. Bubs, go to sleep now. Like 10:06. So the Admiral's leaving soon, so we are gonna get up from the rocking chair here quickly, but we're just going to walk her through the shittle. But we'll carry on here with going over the episode 5, and kind of cuts to Chapel and Mbenga now. Sorry, Ortegas. I loved Chapel in this episode. There's a lot of her scenes here that was already seen in the trailers, but I quite enjoyed it. And I was already told that apparently that Nurse Chapel in the TOS already did have something for Spock. So this is really playing into that, leaning into that. There's still a question. Best shittle you've ever had? Delta Flyer. In Stowe, Delta Flyer. She did her best. I really think Chapel is a very I don't want to say like a background character, but like everyone is shining. Anytime anyone is on screen, doesn't matter what episode, they have they imprint the episode, and maybe it's because of its episodic format where they're involved in something. See, this is why when I'm doing paperwork, I don't get a lot done. Do you see my hands? That's a thing. The hands is a thing. It's a thing where it's moving and be some dropping frames here. That's not good. Saw that. Try this. I believe there are some frames dropped there. Seen 2 instances I was flying into Earth Space Dock. Oh my gosh. Even on console, I am trolled by Jays. Not purposefully, I'll like warp into Soul and boom. I just it irks me to no end. So, but again, I appreciate Christine. Christine is her name. Christine. I like that. Again, Ortegas, we haven't really had a Ortegas-centric episode yet, and I'm kind of waiting for that. And Hemmer, like what Ice was saying earlier, we didn't have Hemmer have sort of a episode that is just for him. So, first little joke here for Mbenga he's going for fishing. I love how they're just kind of wearing whatever. This is so casual. Coming to work, it's like, what? Can you imagine these actresses and actors? Okay, so what am I wearing today? Just come in what you're gonna come in with. Now, Ortega's outfits has kind of been similar. Her sort of off-duty clothing. Video command. I mean, I have some plans for the future for the J for video. Yes, it is a video that I'm planning. It's probably not what you think, and I'll probably get some hate for it, but that's okay, just for fun. But yeah, I for Chapel, I'm sold. All these three characters, I'm sold. Chapel, Mbenga, Ortegas, I'm sold. This was a fun scene. This was a fun scene in the transporter room. And I love how Mbenga kind of slipped about Una's nickname and how they were kind of sort of playing off of that. And again, La'an wasn't too much. She was just right. Okay, of course, you had Transporter Kyle there again. Chief. He's a chief. I thought he was like, I didn't think he was a chief. Wait, a J video. It's not the type of J video you think, but it's gonna be included. I loved all the characters so. Oh yeah, no, I think all the characters have just had their moments. Even the background characters here, like Kyle, he's had his moments. He had a goofy moment here, but this was. I love this moment when like what nickname, so that was kind of playing out there, and of course Chapel's sort of just no. When I took a screenshot of Una asking Kyle, I took him doing the little face. Oh, one of my notes was it was such bad acting. It was so bad acting. He looks young. Yeah. Excuse me. It's like look at him. He's like what 90 pounds soaking wet. So right now he's what 75. But so the Enterprise bingo. We're gonna get to that. I love that. I love that this episode, and that's why I included it in the thumbnail. But this whole thing with the Una La'an story here was so fun. I thought it was just well done. La'an was still herself and trying to be, the security chief, but it had a lightheartedness to it, and Una's range of acting, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. One that is fun that dies and then security. Yeah. Where the fun dies, that was good. That was so good. Where Spock goes, oof. When Spock goes back to his room, Enterprise, like you can tell she was pissed. She was like super pissed, trying to explain the situation. He's like, And again, this doesn't, work out for them or for him. Sort of solidifying the relationship, And I think they're married already, aren't they? Like they are married, right? Because the Pring already did ask Spock to marry her, but there was no ceremony, right? Or is it yet to come? Someone's gonna have to let me know on that one. For some reason, I was thinking sushi. I thought of sushi here when I saw this. I don't know why. Maybe because I just had baked sushi in my sister-in-law's daughter's birthday, but it kind of reminded me of baked sushi. They are already, I think. Well, yeah, so Spock gets asked in the restaurant, right? Episode 1. But there was no ceremony shown? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's like very. Now X is gonna do some research, maybe. Gonna do some research on that. Seeing what is going on is there. There you go. Now, this was a little. You always hear me say I love this scene, but it's true. There's no other word I can really find other than, you know, positivity. Just again having the smiles. This kind of showed Chapel wanted to like not be there right now. She wanted to take Dever. I think it was Dever was the name of this red shirt here. What I didn't really get was why Chapel was all dolled up, and she dolled up pretty good. That's just 100% say that she dolled up pretty good. Don't tell me. Episode unlocked. Married. Children to train. Far. Marriage bond. Ah, yeah, I didn't watch TOS, so the only thing I knew about that, if anything, was that musical theme. It was hilarious here when she was trying to get, and then he's being all serious. Really, it didn't work out so well. I don't know if he's an actor I've seen before, but the one thing that I forgot to mention, he was rocking the same hairstyle as Pike. just not without the gray hair. That's all it was, without the gray. Okay, so from children. Well, it's weird because in episode 1, right, she asked him to. Whatever, I'm not gonna detail. Whatever, is what it is. But yeah, he was rocking the Pike hair. Everyone's rocking the Pike hair in this time. This just reminds me of a restaurant too. But yeah, no, Chapel again. She really dolled up really good. Yeah, the details again when the new Trek gets criticized by older fans of the Trek that they grew up with. Even me, I have my criticisms. That of course he does. He has longer hair, so it kind of stands up a little bit more. They really get into the nitty-gritty details. I don't really think it's necessary. It's something to make note of, obviously, especially when it doesn't make sense or contradicts canon, but to have people argue and flat out call other people who are loving whatever they love, that's just wrong in my opinion. Because let's just be honest here, this is not real, right? This is not real. We're totally just enjoying this content that is Star Trek, that of course brought us all together, love for it, and it doesn't matter. Because after seeing them, the form ships after all they. Which one? Which ships, Sam? After seeing them a few times, I don't know if I like the form ships. After all, they're very unusual. Which form ships? Fine. Phase. Oh yeah. So yeah, there, and then you can tell she's kind of not ready, but oh, the Gorn. Oh yeah, no. I don't like the Gorn ships. Those things are ugly. They're probably gonna be in. I would like to think they're gonna be in Stowe. Sorry, Google. Don't. All good. All ships, I think. I mean, again, I've said this before. I don't like how they kind of float. Smaller ships. It was just weird. You're in space already. You're floating. You don't need to do all that flying. Yeah, this is flying, and the big ship, of course, is not doing that thing. But it's the spinning. It's not just the spinning motion too. It's like they're also like going up and down, side to side. If you really look at it, they're kind of just doing this weird little thing. Jellyfish, yeah. The jellyfish. I love how she uses the excuses. Oh, I see my friend. I feel bad for him too. Like, yeah, okay, you stay cute. I'll see you later. Kind of, he lost his shot on this one. Poor Dever lost his shot on this one. Well, the Tie Interceptor. Yes, the Tie Interceptor one moves, and I just didn't like how it was moving, really. Okay, this Love the interaction again between Una and La'an here. Them talking about why they're not really into the shore leave thing, but this from this part on, I was smiling every time it came back to these two. Evasive maneuver, I guess, but all the time, it just annoys me, really, to be honest with you. Security breach, and of course, so I don't think I've seen her already. I don't think I've seen her. Of course, we know this is the communications officer. I enjoyed having a little bit more screen time with the communications officers here, the ensign. I don't remember seeing her up until this point. It's tiny, so it doesn't want to. I guess the airlock. I know, and they were in the last square too. Well, she Boolean. I think so. She didn't even say what alien race she was, but the nacelles, the floating nacelles, the crossfield refit does it well, in my opinion. We just gotta accept it is what it is. Like whatever, it's gonna do its floaty thing, and the crossfield looks really good. Any of the other ships so far, I can't really get behind. I do instow the Eisenberg because, well, that was free. But I think she is their X. I thought that was quite funny. This scene, the whole slap here to Spock was from the trailer. Again, it's just the floaty nacelles thing, the floaty bits, not necessarily my thing 100%. How stiff Spock was when he got slapped. That's true, and it is in the future, so they have to make it different, right? But it's weird how this is already in the future. But whatever. The stiffness of Spock's head when he got slapped was hilarious. Yeah, it was good. This scene between Chapel and Spock was good, and I enjoy the interaction between these two, and she is really conveying well her crush for Spock, or admiration, whatever have you, for Spock, and it's 100% going over Spock's head, of course, and of course Bubs. What are you doing, Bubs? Putting the pillow. Oh. My daughter wants to stack some pillows. Star Trek's, yeah, I guess, and I think the Discovery is the only one where you actually have floaty ships. Maybe. Sorry, floaty bits. I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm trying to think. TNG, I don't think had any floaty bits. DS9. Any of the aliens in DS9 have any? I don't think so. Dominion didn't have any. Voyager. Any ships in Delta Quadrant? I don't think so. Enterprise. Discovery, yes. Changing Worlds, no. None of the movies. I don't think so. Augie's a floaty ship? Has some floaty bits? Wasn't there a Voyager J? Okay, but the nacelles there are still, aren't they still sort of connected to the tooth? Yeah, this is the toothpick pylons. The toothpick pylons. Again, this is why it takes me so long to do paperwork. Is because I talk with my hands, and when I start doing this stuff, I let go of the mouse, right? I did. So bad. But like, she looks so cute. Daughter's looking at me. So no pylons needed. Well, no, the Enterprise J, it had pylons, right? Maybe the sphere builder ships, but I think we didn't see any sphere builder ships though. I think now, okay, this from this point on, these two their acting chops came out, and I love how when they switched their bodies, they had taken on each other's mannerisms. I mean, it's obviously not 100%, but they did a really good job, I think, especially Ethan Peck. I think Ethan Peck edged out the actress here in terms of her portrayal of Spock. Really? Yes. Oh yeah, no. I mean, in any before prior to Discovery, if there was any Star Trek series that had ships that had floaty bits. Yeah, be nice. Oh, Janeway. Yeah. Ash Mama, what are you doing, Ash Mama? Running around there, losing your ever-loving mind on that. Okay, again, April. Love this whole April Pike thing. Again, just kind of this casual friendship that I absolutely loved and adored about the whole thing. And of course, the timing couldn't have been better than the Ringovians wanting to talk to Spock and not Pike anymore. 40 bits for the first time. Yeah, that's what I thought. So Discovery really took the floaty bits thing and went with it. Wasn't there some old Athonian ships that had floaty bits? Trying to think. Like the Mesh Weavers? I don't think so. I don't think so. I could be wrong. That has to be looked up a little bit there, but I don't think so. I the humming and the way that it didn't work. First time. Yeah. And here's the other thing. So I'm gonna go back to that Vulcan ship that's gonna be released this week. Discovery has a Vulcan ship. I want that ship too. There's straight edges. Yeah, kind of like very sharp edges. So the Discovery had a Vulcan ship too, and I think the same thing, kind of the ring, and I think we discussed it before. It kind of reminded us of the ship from Star Trek Legacy that they had there, but this whole interaction was awesome. The way that these both looked, and again, the mannerism that they took on each other, it was so subtle, but it worked. You know, T'Pring's hands in front, Spock's hands behind, and of course Pike's confusion. Again, he doesn't have to do much. His face just says it all. For Vulcan, yeah. The whole ring thing, and again, I'm super excited for that ship to come to Star Trek Online. Yeah. Guess I forgot to cut off here, but again, his faces there was funny. Might be Vulcan warship. Well, this is a dreadnought. The one that they're releasing, Sam, is a dreadnought. So, it's his face is like what? It's a dreadnought. So this is like the biggest ship that you could possibly make. I think. Well, not make, but have in a fleet is your dreadnought. So we went from the Dakir, which is a tier 5, which I still need to get. Which is what? Just a cruiser? So then you still are missing that step between the cruiser and the dreadnought. Unless the battle... Is the battleship over dreadnought? No. Battleship then dreadnought, right? Actual Vulcan War. Yeah. Dreadnought, yeah. So I think. So don't get me wrong. I don't quote me on that, but it would be interesting to see the step between, because again, in Star Trek Online, the Dakir is the only Vulcan ship we've had up to this point. Then now we're gonna have the Cheval. is the strongest. Yeah, so I thought. So Dreadnought is like the pinnacle, right? Like the Avengers. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But again, these two did well. I really think that these two did well. The actress, Ethan, they really knocked it out of the park, and I enjoyed it. And the subtle things here, walking away, taking the shawl from his shoulder, that was awesome. 4 nacelle starship. I mean, we still have 4 nacelle starships that are not dreadnoughts, right? Like you have the Stargazer. Prometheus, an experimental warship, I guess, would be funny as hell. It was so good. It was so good. Any unique concept? Oh yeah. So I'm not sure. I tried to listen to this part. I don't know what Laan said, and it was either I just threw it up to dibs on the communications officer. Maybe she said her name. I'm not sure, but this was just this is the part where I loved seeing. Oh, okay, captains. I'll be right back. The admiral is leaving, so give me 1 sec. I will be back. We'll leave it on this for now. We'll make sure that you can't hear me. Be right back, Caps. All right. Admiral is gone to her shittle. Now, Chip is a temple shy. Spearhead, yes. Super looking forward to that. Super. Now, I've said this on stream so many times, Captains. My neighbors love to upset me and piss me off. I've already said many a times, don't block my driveway. What happens? Open my garage door, they're blocking my driveway. Enough so that my wife can't move. I'm literally looking at them going, really? Finally close, the door was open, they finally close it, then I'm like, oh my gosh, these guys, I swear. Oh. And this is why the Admiral's actually pissed off at me, is because of how I dealt with them before. Like, it's just... But I just wonder how strong it'll be, Dwayne. It's wrong? What do you mean, Sam? Doing what wrong? Like building your ships out? Dude, it's a freaking amazing. You'd think the last time they would have learned already when I confronted 4 of them. 4 of them. Don't block my driveway. The wife's going to work. Literally, she's like, no, I'll take care of it, because she's getting pissed at me trying to stand out there giving these guys a stank eye. But if she reverses, she's gonna hit the car, because that's how far they're in behind my driveway. It's absolutely maddening. Like, block your own driveway. It's just... oh my gosh. Anyways. Eternal, hello sir, how are you?
Captain on the bridge.
Dude, I finally got the lifetime sub now. I have a newly minted liberated Borg. New Delta and soon command the legendary Veston with... Nice! Congrats. Rip main tunes. I love the uniforms. Right? So good. Well, it's just... And again, I go back to the question that girl asked me. It's like, I wonder why... I don't know why we're getting tickets. Because you're illegally parked. Is that not that hard of a concept? Stop blocking my driveway. I've told them it's illegal to block the driveway. I'm asking you, if you're going to block someone's driveway, block your own driveway. And perfect situation again. She could not get out until they moved. And I was giving them a stank eye. Like, it's just... Dude. Oh. Get it towed away. The thing is, Keith, hello, how you doing?
Captain on the bridge.
They were there. The car was on. The door was open. They're just there. They're just there. It's just so annoying. Legally parked. Well, I've always called. I've called every single time. They're not there. I actually knock first. Hey, young guys and gals. Yeah, they're just renting the house, Rob. So it's just... Again, I've confronted all of them. I've literally confronted all of them. There's like 7 or 8 of them there, like separate ones, and they have like between them like 4 or 5 cars. And what they'll do is they'll park 2 cars on the garage pad, 2 cars in the street, but that second car is literally blocking or edging right past my garage pad. Call the owner. I don't have his number. Yeah. Build a fence. No, it's a garage pad leading to the main street. It's so annoying. Yeah, I just... I'll deal with them? Yeah, I know. Come from Hawaii there, X. Late at night. See, that's just dumb. Like, again, it's not that hard. Don't block the driveway. Go to the other side if you want to. It's just absolutely maddening. Them a practice pad? I know. Just. Here, hold this. Bam! Anyways, calm down, Triz. Just. Simmer done. Simmer done. Okay, just. Okay. Alright. Again, it's just. annoying. It really is, but you know why they don't block their driveway, X? Because there's a car blocking their driveway already. That's why. So that's why. Oh, anyways. They don't. They literally don't. And this is why when my wife leaves, I make sure I look. She doesn't want me to because she knows I'm going to confront them. And she's still pissed off at me from the last confrontation. And again, what happened tonight? They were right there. Literally over half. Over half already. If she backed up straight and there's no way she'd have to manipulate and literally reverse onto the next door neighbor's garage pad so she can get out properly. They were over half of the garage pad blocking it. It's just so annoying. That begins with another driveway. Oh yeah. Bro, listen, I pay for this house. They rent. I'm gonna tell them, no matter how the Admiral gets pissed at me, and why should I move? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I shouldn't be the one to move. If anything, the next time the owner does come here, I'm literally gonna talk to him though. But anyways, we're deviating from why we're here, because these people are just ridiculous. Okay, all right, okay. Back to this, because this is our happy place. We literally have more invested than. Oh, they're just renting. That's the thing. That's what annoys the crap out of me. And there's so much room, but they'll literally park there. And it's not like it's a cul-de-sac, but it's a turn street. It's an L street where they're coming down from the main street and turn into. But they'll do that to not block. Again, the reason why they can't block their own driveway is because they have a car blocking their driveway already. That phasers to. It would still be a stunt. If we were to do it, it would still be a stunt. But. Anywho, the agony phase, agony booth. Agony booth doesn't kill them. Well, in certain settings. Same. Right. Okay, it's back to our happy place here. Love this whole little interaction between these good cop, bad cop. I think this is kind of what you kind of sort of would call it. The good cop, bad cop. Lon was being kind of like really mean, and Una was being very nice. Happy place. I know. I'm trying to go there. I'm trying to go there. Yeah. There was no. I think so. Eternal. There is no pretty shot I could have gotten of her. All of her was just leaking. Her face was leaking so bad. All of them. Hatred is a time, but do. Oh. Feel better? Nope. 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 Something's wrong in here. I am not ready. Sure. Yeah, I think I didn't actually really notice that until X mentioned it earlier. They're eternal, but I think it is Boolean now. Yeah, but the differences in the interviews was hilarious. I absolutely loved this, and of course, fortunately, they get their short leave revoked. They find out something about Enterprise Bingo, and again, this is where I love what happens next to Una and La'an. But they actually said that Chief Transporter Kyle was mean, which is surprising because he doesn't look mean at all. Yeah, she's Boolean. Yeah, I'd say she's Boolean then too as well. So to Keel? I think it's to Keel, who this Vulcan was contacting the Pring here. About Barjan, some Vulcan wanting to give up, but the only person that you would talk to was T'Pring, of course. Spock's like, no, not a good time. Yeah, okay, yeah, so there you go. This was interesting. A little bit more backstory. So now they're both Spock and now T'Pring are literally carrying out each other's duties of what they are and would be. And again, I love this whole Enterprise bingo thing. Thought it was pretty fun and lighthearted. Again, the music was always making each and every scene, and I appreciated the whole time of La'an and Una doing the whole Enterprise bingo, and with the excuse of, hey, just to get a better insight on the crew. I mean, come on. Let's be honest here. They just wanted to have fun. So if I'm not mistaken, well, this is one of them. She was chewing the gum until it had no flavor. Una then transports her out and back in, and then the flavor comes back. I think that's kind of what happened. And it's part of the bingo. So I guess they had to do this in the med bay, I believe. Because this is the med bay. Wait, where? Makes you wonder, cheers with the facts. Marital troubles? I mean, maybe that would make for some good story. Error in on their lines. Who X? What do you mean error on their lines? Chief. Okay. Yeah, it was Chief of Security, Kyle. Next one, okay. Someone used this actually as their thumbnail. This was hilarious. The next game was you're in a turbo lift. Both of you are going to grab the handle and shout where you want to go, and whoever the computer listens to wins. So I thought that was pretty funny. When I said, "Oh, okay." Again, lighthearted moment. Loved it. I think she said engineering. She said bridge. Yeah. But I thought Una was being nice and everything. La'an was being her normal chief security self. But the next game is shoot each other, I guess, to stun them. And Una had this cute little "ow that hurt" moment, and I thought it was pretty. Again, lighthearted with the music, reminding me of Dragon Ball Z's slice of life episodes. And I appreciate. I hope we have more of these, and I hope Hammer gets a chance to also have a slice of life moment when it comes to um another shore leave, or maybe he goes off on his own, dropped off the planet, because that's happened before. A couple of Star Trek episodes. Maybe an air. Okay, that I don't remember, so we have to reverse that and go check that out. Back to the biosphere. So she was all dolled up, and now she's back with Ortegas. I really do. I love Ortegas. I love the actress, and I've said this before. She tragically lost her loved one recently, I think, and it was such a awesome interview to see her, and again, just a more deep appreciation for the actress who is playing Ortegas. And she really did want to get into her role. And what I love about her when she was at the helm, she has these like sort of she can't sit still, and I love it. Yes, I'm in my rocking chair, so I can do that. It shows that like she's giddy, she's very um, gun ho, and really love it. Yeah, the helmsman. Yeah, this I loved how Ortegas really made it a point, or the actress really like told you, because course, they sought to Pring, and then Chap was like, I might have given them, Spock some relationship advice, and Ortegas is like, never get in the middle of a Vulcan relationship. Like, get you with a lirpa. The way she said it is lirpa. It wasn't lirpa. Lirpa. We say lirpa. I say lirpa. Lirpa. I was, again, attention to detail. I loved it. And of course, again, Chapel's shining here a lot with her acting, because it's from happy to flirty to concerned to oh crap to she just has a good range of screen time, and I really do love and enjoy that. Spock tells her what's happened and asking for a medical solution. That's going to be, of course, there's a medical solution for this. Why wouldn't there be, experimental or not? But this is where she says bingo. This is where she says bingo, because La'an was okay. We're done, but Una wanted to see it all the way through, and I had to include this as one of the shots for the thumbnail because I thought it was, and it said bingo, and that was the whole thing. It was an Enterprise bingo that they had. This scene was cool, and I think more because of the backdrop, and of course when in Pike's intervention, because they're talking about the whole negotiation stuff, and of course this gets clearer next, but Pike notices what's going on there, and she's sort of telling, talking about the Federation, but in sort of not a really bad way. And there's only supposed to be observers, and he's like, nope. Gets in a way, and this is where he talks about how Spock is awesome for, most awesome thing about Spock, giving him the praise, talking to T'Pring about Spock was pretty clever, and of course this impressed the Ringovians. Now this shot. This is the shot I wanted to get into. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Yes. The whole thing sounds is lame. Which one? The negotiations? Or like everything? Like the Strange New World, or this episode, or just how I'm sort of talking about it? I'm curious. Everything? Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. I apologize if I'm boring, but I actually quite enjoy all. So it's 5 episodes in, and each episode I've quite enjoyed. I'm probably not doing it any justice, really, but it's not like we can just play the episode here on YouTube, unfortunately. But the reason why I wanted to do this was because, yeah, I actually love what I've seen so far, and it's taken me back, I will say. Not only is it keeping me in my safe space mentally, but it's taken me back to almost the first time that I started watching Star Trek, and I started appreciating Star Trek, and this is just continuing that. And for me, I never thought that I'd be able to sort of talk about this stuff like in this medium, but I love the Strange New Worlds episode 100%, and there's people that are not going to like it, and that's fine. And sounds like probably the way I'm covering it is not giving it justice, but I would recommend watching it. But if it's not for you, it's not for you, and that's okay. Because the thing that I've said before, and in a lot of videos, is I've said, especially in this one, this new Trek doesn't have to be for everyone, right? There's still the old Trek there to enjoy, and whatever that Trek may be, it could be TNG, Voyager, DS9, doesn't really matter. I will lean into where I feel the positive vibes. That's just me personally. So I will continue watching this until the last episode, because if this is a formula they're going to keep going with, I'm sold. For me, I was all in. Woohoo Star Trek, right? Just Star Trek, just woohoo. But I did, man, this back again. What me and Ice were talking about earlier, I love how the respect that they're giving to the Enterprise. Even though they didn't take her out, they're still respecting her in the shots. And then the music, oh, the music in this, I heard the TNG-ish music, Star Trek music vibes, my Mirror Universe. I want to say Mirror Universe, no, but it gives a little bit more of a scale of how small that solar ship is compared to the Enterprise. But this beauty shot of that Enterprise, that backdrop is absolutely awesome. Of course, Pike is noticing that their mannerisms now is of the Vulcan, so that is where he gets his sort of thoughts here. Again, Uhura, not that a lot of lines from Uhura, but her being there, it just felt right because it was just kind of observing and the negotiations, something to prepare her for, and she is a cadet, so that part was pretty good. Not seen any of the new ones, just listening to. And again, I said, Keith, it may not be, it may just be me, right? I am trying to convey my love for it. And when I say I love it, I mean, I do love it. I wouldn't be spending all this time in making videos, getting the screen caps, making the thumbnails, having a stream. I don't even know how long I've been streaming for, because I love and enjoy it. And there's nothing wrong. And for me, I was brought up in the TNG. I personally don't like TOS. I respect TOS. Obviously, TOS brought us all of this. So in a roundabout way, it kind of is sort of bringing us here, and that's why I respect the Trek before. So again, it could just be me, how I obviously am describing it, but I love Strange New Worlds. The badge and the reference of the Kelvin timeline. Is it, Dwayne? I didn't even notice that. Silver Sail ship. Was it? Yes, not. I think the Bajoran sailing ship. Was it? I don't remember that. Robert, sir, how you doing?
Captain on the bridge.
How are you? It was weird that this was the only shot that they showed Mbenga doing his fly fishing thing, and the only thing I can think of here was his daughter and the feels. Remember the feels of that? Oh, the feels of that when it was revealed Mbenga's daughter was in the transporter buffers. It was just the heart feels. And for me, he would need a break. Not him, not only him, everyone, but especially for him. And this was just shore leave. This was nothing. Fly fishing, a couple times, just to get the mindset. Just like us, vacation, time off work, whatever have you. Full circle to the original pilot page. Yep. I'm going to get a PS4 and play Stow. Nice. Yes. Awesome. I'm on PS4 as well. I play PC. We have PC ready here. Yeah, the transporter. I thought Scott. So there you go. That is, again, these nostalgia nuggets that they're throwing in here, right? They never said, we have never seen that before until that episode in TNG, and now they're kind of copying that sort of formula and bringing here Strange New Worlds. Mbenga was the one who did it, and from a chief engineer to the doctor, Mbenga here was the one who did it. So it was done in a tasteful way, I think, and in a way, I don't think it was done in. A lot of people probably would say it was disrespectful. Get out of here! It's the show. Just enjoy it. Lived in the transporter for 75 years. I know that was crazy, but yeah, Mbenga. I enjoyed Mbenga in his little time here, and this scene was kind of cool. I enjoyed this whole interaction here with the fugitive or whatever he is, but he was coming back for rehabilitation, and I think it was something about, from what I got from this conversation, this dude rejected logic and is being sought out. He's going to surrender himself to T'Pring, whose job is to rehabilitate those, to reform them to logic, but he feels insulted because Chapel's here, and there was some sort of insulting happening here, and at the end of the day, he looks familiar. I don't know who the actor is, but the interaction was pretty good. Of course, he actually triggered Spock by saying, you know, it's well known that you're marrying the son of Sarek. Of course, again, that triggered Spock. Can't really blame him. Yes, another PS4 player, right? Greg, so wait, you'll show your face on the YouTube but not Twitch. I call favoritism? Greg, sir?
Admiral, if you will come with me.
I mean, okay, here's the issue, Greg. Okay, here's the issue. On Twitch, we have the full suite of sound commands. Here, we don't really have that necessarily, and I'm not using that as an excuse by any means. But at least you can see me, and this is why I can't get a lot of doffing done. Is because I do this a lot. I talk with my hands. Hi, Greg. Main character is going to be Romulan male who joins the KDF. Nice! Very nice. Here comes the... Sure. Like, why you gotta do that? Hi. Sure. We're actually gonna go to Stowe here, but we're going to finish this off. And again, I just talking about the latest episode. I quite enjoy. So spoiler alert, I'm not sure if you've watched it already. But yeah, we're talking about the terrible screen of your webcam reminds me of the class. That's actually what Augie said. Said VHS actually. I'm still looking for the black one that Picard had in his ready room. Tomper, oh Tomper, oh Tomper, oh Tomper. My dear. Yeah, I haven't watched the episode, so I can't stick around. Yeah, no, sorry. We were just kind of going over that. I don't want to spoil it, but this is definitely going over the latest episode. But I appreciate you stopping by, sir. We'll give it a sec. We don't want to spoil it for Greg, because Greg is wanting to not be spoiled. You know the spoiled. I have still ready here now. Still ready. I have the still ready. Going here. Right, just up here on the back screen. Okay. So again, I appreciate you stopping by, sir. Hopefully your stream went well. I did start actually earlier, but I'm going to start a KDF fleet. Take some tail. Wow. Okay, well, that's good. What if you say based on the Star Trek brand? Right? Definitely. Definitely. That's okay. So, spoiler, Greg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We continue on. So, next scene, of course. She actually did an insult to Chapel, which was pretty bad, referring her to an ape and everything. And when I thought of this scene, all I can think of is how so similar. Well, of course, it obviously is similar to us in terms of even in the future. You know, as humans, we just can't not help but just insult each other. But he gets decked. Oh, what? Bye, sir. He gets that. I chose this pick because he sold the punch really good, and yeah, Chapel felt that. But yeah, let's not include this in our report. I love this whole scene here. They're all outside, just having a good old time, and you tell some Starfleet officers are in the background. You have some Vulcans here too as well. I think that's Vulcan. Looked like Sulu there for a sec. I'll leave the tab up. Oh well, thank you. But it was good. Again, this actress did a really good job in portraying Spock, and appreciated 100%. Again, Sam, shut up. Yes! Woohoo! Love the shot of this Enterprise. The respect they're giving to this Enterprise, the ship, as its own character, just by just giving these flyby shots. Just another closer look though at that solar sail ship. This was pretty funny, and this is from the trailer, from when Mbenga was saying, this is gonna become like Federation standard eventually, and I thought that was pretty neat. And it was pretty neat in that aspect. But essentially, put the paste on their head, put some little fixtures or whatever, and that's gonna zap them and put them back in their body. And I love this shot, and which of course we use for the thumbnail. That half, yes, of both of them screaming, and of course that's all it took. This experimental thing, one shot. That's okay. Back to normal. And Cavort class cruiser bird of prey. Nice. Wait, do we? I don't think we have a Cavort class. In Stowe, I don't think we have a Cavort class. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but we don't have like the upscaled bird of prey. We only have the small bop. But this is, I love this scene because again, you can tell there is something that Chapel has for Spock, and I totally appreciate the whole acting range of Nurse Chapel, who is telling Spock to call her Christine. Not an oversized bird of prey. No, not an oversized bird of prey. Class. There is one in the Next Generation, but not in Star Trek Online. Not at least a cruiser size. Very rare, I think. I mean, I could be, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know the Cavort class was literally just an upscaled bop, and I don't think I've ever seen an upscaled bop in Star Trek Online. I don't want to disappoint you, but I don't want to also say yes there is and then there isn't. But I don't play KDF that much, so that could be the issue. This again was from the trailer. They're back in their quarters, about Spock saying, you know, Starfleet accepts him for who he is, half human, half Vulcan. Quite simply, Spock. I love that line. I loved that line. That was a line that made me appreciate Spock a lot more. And of course, Spring talking about the fear was that this was going to be more of a duty for him as opposed to a relationship. But just like what you said, X, this is eventually going to fall apart. But sure, you know, I got a connection to both Spock, finally, to Spock and to Pring, a more sort of understanding, and I think this was kind of all what it was about, right? To just kind of get the backstory on them. Red will be a sign. Oh yeah, it's a science spearhead. So it's a 4-3, and it has a sec def. So it has a secondary deflector slot. This was more of a meaningful kiss, I found. This is, again, from the first kiss. First kiss is kind of just like emotionless, and now this has a little bit more meaning to it, I find. And I enjoyed it like 100%. Again, another shot of this whole... I can't... They made the Enterprise pop purposefully, and I love it. I'm getting the Miragon Raider. Nice! There you go. Yep, that for sure is in-game. 100%. That for sure is in-game. That, though, is in a C-Store bundle, I think? Or I think you still get on the exchange, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have that shit, personally. But, of course, talking about all of the negotiations here, it was awesome. The Ringovians come back, say, hey, why should we ally with you? And Pike goes into, well, you shouldn't. This face that April makes, like, Chris, dude, what are you doing? And again, I enjoyed the whole thing, the backstory of we're a few years removed from the Klingon War, the KDF, or the Romulans are lurking, and, you know, we don't know who else are we going to piss off next, but we have all this to offer. No, you shouldn't. And it was really done well. this whole thing here, and April's lines, April's presence here on top of Uhura just being again, Pike, as little as he was in this episode, he still made his impact, and that's why when that announcement of Kirk, with the announcement of Kirk, I was like, man, you gotta give this guy time to shine, because he's shining in any episodes that he's been in, any scenes that he's been in. He just oozes captain, like a proper captain. To me, my opinion. What I meant earlier was I tend to play my ship still pretty similar to a ship. Yeah, so are mine. And that's why I just kind of make it work for me. And when it comes to a psi ship or a attack ship, cruiser ship, escort, raider, doesn't matter. I'll work with what I have. It's usually just either torp or a beam heavy build, and it's usually just seeing how it would work on the ship, and it doesn't necessarily not optimal for that ship, but I'm not in the game for optimization, right? So as long the important part, as long as you're having fun, I can't stress that enough in Star Trek Online, is you got to find what's fun for you, right? It doesn't matter if I tell you or someone tells you that this XYZ is fun, but when you're trying XYZ and it's not fun to you, is it fun? Maybe to me, but not to you. So favorite captain is Benjamin Sisko, the Mr. Captain Pimpam himself. Yes. He's an awesome captain. I don't know where I'd rank him, but my first captain definitely is Picard. That's just me, because I came into TNG. And of course, there's that little smirk screen there, and his hunch, well, definitely telling them that they mimicked and copied the Tellarites' anger, was reasonable with the humans, was logical, and took the sort of the thing with the Vulcans. And yeah, he was right. Through the whole thing is they want to see how there's the other side these things, and that was cool. Again, from the beginning to end, tying it up in a little bow. I love how these episodes work. The pacing of these episodes have just been brilliant. Cheers for your specializations. What ones you run for Torp? Just curious. So primary intel, secondary miracle worker, right? I think so. Or is it temporal? Temporal. Intel and temporal. Yes. Primary is intel, secondary is temporal. Because of like the damage over time effects from temporal. Finally, Uhura speaks. Uhura speaks. Like the one line, two lines she had. But Go is awesome, but Picard, yeah, Captain Picard will always be my captain, man. It's hard to get away. Of course, they raised the Federation flag. They're all for the Federation. And this is yet so they. I'm wondering if they had negotiated set already with the Romulans, or just because this was it. So you would think that they would still meet with them, but again, this is just an episode. We're not nitpicking too much, but April did mention in the beginning that they were going to meet with the Romulans, but I guess they've seen enough. Could use those. Yeah, that would be. I'd love them. This was cool. This was a cool scene. So everyone else was getting to the Scorch was apparently a piece of the ship, is the oldest piece of the ship, and I think it's probably from the Battle from Discovery, season 2. And Una's plan was to walk on the hull with a force field to get to the Scorch. This scene was awesome. I again, as much as this had no pew-pews in it, the Enterprise still had time to shine here and there, and I love the respect they're giving the Enterprise. Better Picard, that would go. How that would go? I think that would go awesomely. You can tell that would just be two old men arguing. Sorry. Because you saw that hologram of the Confederate Picard talking about subjugate, ruling overcoming all the species and everything like that. And all I could figure out is this one's going to be more angrier old man than a more calm old man. I just thought it was just hilarious. It'd be hilarious. I love the sign here. I wish they kind of showed the actual Scorch piece a little bit more, but you can tell how many people have actually played Enterprise Bingo, which was pretty cool, I thought. I can't make out the other names here. You thought you would see. You know what'd be nice if they go back and say that this is like all the executive producers, the writers, or the editors or whatever. This is their actual names, and it's not. Look at that R Kit LAAP LAAP or Rakit Laap. I guess I thought that was LLAP. This would be awesome if this was just kind of like writers and editors. Could you imagine if Silver Metal Tavern wrote his name here? That'd be awesome. That hologram, right? It'd just be two old man Picard arguing. One just more slightly angry than the other. One calm. Couldn't help but laugh. Of course, the sail ship kind of goes over. They did the deed. So, again, I've always said that I don't think this is necessary, but this had a little bit more meaning. I think it's a long time coming from episode 1 to now, so they got their moment, right? Spock and T'Pring got their moment, even though at the end they're gonna get a divorce, I guess. But this was a good. You would think that they would leave it off on that, but they wanted to emphasize just a little bit more. And this just, Ortegas and Chapel talking, and Ortegas saying how to go with Deborah, and literally Chapel said, "Nah, you're cute, but no." And she was about to tell Ortegas who, the right man is, but of course, we all know it's Spock, but you can't say. But I don't know how it went in TOS, in all honesty, but for me, I was just told that there was a flirtatious relationship between Chapel and Spock, and nothing comes of it, right? Nothing comes of it. So it's going to be interesting to see how they sort of play this out to nothing. You know what I mean? That makes sense. But overall, I love this episode. Again, if I had to rank all of this going here, it's literally going to be episode 1, episode 4, then it would go 3, 5, 2 is my ranking so far. And all of these episodes I've just absolutely loved and adored. The pacing, the character building, the world building or expanding, the ode back to old Trek and how things were, the episodic, the just the good vibes, just the good feel vibes. I absolutely just love and enjoy it. Trying to Kirk killed, yeah. Yeah, there's been a fuck yeah. Again, Christine Nurse Chapel is showing a huge range but we're already halfway season through, and all of these episodes have just been absolutely good. And even though I ranked the second one lowest, it doesn't mean it's bad by any means. I take away from episode 2 Uhura's beautiful, beautiful voice. I loved her voice. The whole Shepherd comet thing wasn't going to collide with the planet. That was the mission of the week, the world ending thing, but literally was just gonna seed a planet. I loved that episode. What knocked it down for me is what made episode 1 strong, which was La'an. Not bad, but just something that, again, I noticed. So all of these, I mean, you just really say, again, of course, with Una's centric episode, that was cool that she's an Alarian, and the whole disease thing, that was hilarious. Of course, okay, sorry, it's not hilarious, but kind of you couldn't help but not think of what we've been through the last 2 years, you know. The random name generator name ship USS. What is it? Caronia? Spaceship, not a car. That's a car? Caronia? Oh, sorry. There's a car. Ha! Ha! Right. No, captains, I thought it would be great to just sort of talk about this. This was awesome to just go over again. And again, mid-season recap. This thing, Strange New Worlds, hit the ground running. I'm glad they listened to the fan base. The majority say, hey, you know, keep it kind of old school. And, you know, to some people, it's still not, you know, something that they grew in. And that's fine, you know. Even though there are a lot of people who did not like the new Trek but saw this, they loved it. It's okay. You know, again, it doesn't have to always like whatever's out. And the old Trek is still there to us for us to enjoy, you know, but all these episodes so far mid-season, anything beyond this is just literally gravy. Each episode that they come up until 10 is just going to be gravy because it's already just been such a great season so far, and it kind of sucks that there's only 5 episodes left. But from the beginning till now, again, Pike's had his hand in everything, in all the episodes. You know, the only one that I wish was here in this episode was Hammer. Kind of sucks that he wasn't here. I hope the next episode he gets a little bit of time to shine, but I like all Star Trek. Yeah, and see, there you go. You like all Star Trek. And I may not like all Star Trek, Robert, but I respect it. Especially TOS/Discovery, because literally those 2 episodes gave us this. You know, and that's why, even though I'm not a reviewer by YouTube standards in terms of how I do things, it's hard for me to not share this because, one, it's been a safe place for me to go mentally. 2, it just gives me a feeling of being young again, you know, seeing Star Trek again when I was young. So, but okay, Caps, this is what we're gonna do. So that's that. So now what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna continue on with the night. We're not going to move anywhere, I think. Where am I going? There you go. Then we can close this. Aha! Aha! You're my start. Well, I mean, I just always kind of call it as dropping the 2 easies. Let's change the title here. We're going to edit this because we're going to change. We're going to go so we're going to go Star Trek Online. Daily paperwork.
Hello there.
And that we're going to change the thumbnail to our thumbnail that we use for our live stream, which is kind of weird. I think this would be a nice feature to have for Twitch, I think, but it's good that you only have this one for your live streams. Use this one. Yes. Use that one. And we're pretty much now save. So that should have changed the thumbnail for what we're gonna do here. And then stream crashes. Did it crash? What? That was a quick switch. It was actually on in the background. Oh, Gerlin! How are you doing?
Admiral, if you will come with me.
Be able to do the point. It's not the landlord, Sam. The thing is, it's these are homes. This is my house. It's the next door neighbors, renters, that is the issue. So, yes, finally took care. Yeah, no. Oh, mixed two. How's the burgers? How's the burgers? By Jim, carry on. Okay, so I changed it. I think we're good. Should be back. Now we're gonna do some dailies. That was fun. I thought that was pretty cool. So not only did I do the review of it, I also did this discussion. I thought, man, just love the whole Star Trek talking. I mean, it's not that much different from what we're normally doing, really, but at least the size of Jim. So Eternal, there's two salutes. Okay, so to our captains.
Captain on the bridge.
Get those. Our admirals, those who decide to support us on either bridge, will get the admiral.
Admiral, if you will come with me.
I love Jim Carrey's salute. I don't know why. It's just it's so meaningful, so meaty. Just recovering. I posted 3 pics of the Eisenberg, the Vesta pattern, the Starship pics with the covered material, other AV material. Oh, look at that. Let's have a look at. Oh my gosh, McStud. I just saw the picture you Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. You weren't kidding. Not to say that you were, you know, oh my gosh, that was funny. There is a little bit, yes. Is odd. There's just a little bit of there's a meat to that. There's like you just Hey, that looks good, Dwayne. That actually looks really good, actually. Looks good. All right. So, what we're gonna do? Okay. I know. Okay, let's. What time is it? 11:27. I still do need to go back to the PS4 bridge. So, we'll be here for an hour. Now, we've already been streaming for a good 2 hours now, I think. So 9 o'clock is when I started, right? So 2.5 hours. So we're gonna use this next hour to do some paperwork, and then do the daily, and then switch to YouTube switch to the console bridge, because at least to do the dailies there. Waldo, sir, how's it going?
Captain on the bridge.
How are you doing, sir? All right, let's go. Let's get it. So we're gonna do the reputations, because I think there were some that we were going to finish. Check this out. Of course, the daily is just a quick Oopeter. Was it Oopeter? Yeah, is that what we're doing? For the daily deal. How's it going, Waldo, sir? Just finished our sort of discussion of episode 5. And loved it. 40th anniversary. Take the Reliant Outburst. Okay, so maybe we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Waldo, they're retiring the Shakar, and it's the 40th of Khan. Maybe?
Nani?
Maybe? We're checking on that California class. Look at that. The wow. All right. Interesting. I was wondering how that's gonna look like when the Vulcan ship drops, to see what that's gonna do. Let's check our paperwork here if there's anything that we can get for some contraband, and there is the one. There's the one her. This. That is complete. Yes! Woohoo! Woohoo! Are you using headphones? No. Why? What happened? Is there... Can you hear the ones running around? They kind of get a little crazy at night here running around, and I'm like right behind, like they're right behind me. They're over there. They're over there now. No, just wondering. Yeah, no headset. I found a way that it was sort of working, I think. So that's done. That's done. Yes. Claim at tier 1. Easy. Easy peasy. So we'll do some claiming. Then we're gonna work on the night crew because I think yesterday we worked on the. Wait, did we? We have to go check if we were able to do the one for Tiana. Milty Bun Bun, cute bunny. Milty, oh Milty Bun Bun. Bun Bun. Oh Tomper, oh Tomper. And of course you got Meese Meese. I sometimes think I have like these. If I say Pike has his isms, oh man, my Trisisms are just easy. Bun Bun. Bun Bun. I love how when you call their name, they look at you. How do you game? Just speaker. Just the speaker. I can hear everything. That's why I still get scared when sound commands are playing. So tonight I'll have about 2 hours, and I have another hour left of peace and quiet. Like I can hear the warp core hum. Can you hear the warp core hum? Don't forget Max. Max. Ash Mama has been playing long enough. Just I can just sense it. Grave V. Grace V. Yes. This is I named this one after the Admiral. I told her that too. She's like, why? Because why not? My first female tune was my daughter. And I was like, wanted to make more because of the 10th anniversary pack. So the next ones were of her. That's just how it rolls. That's just how it goes. Hearing like no feedback. It is. I'm going to thank the filters. Before it was picking up that. I do remember when I first started, it was picking that up. And that's a lot to do. Look at that. Done. Done. Yes. That was a lot to do with Pratchett's help. Many a nights. But yeah, whenever I listen to either videos or playback of the streams, it seems okay. I know the mic quality is just a little different now, but I do plan on getting a setup somehow. Since I'm making this work, I think I can have a sort of different mic going on here, but I'm just using the integrated mic at this point. Which I've always done. Before I was using the integrated mic, but it heard everything I was doing, like the clicking. You can still hear the clicking if I'm talking, but the filter, the noise compression, the noise limiter, the noise suppression, I think they're all doing their job pretty okay. I mean, still not top notch as yours and Spencer's, but it's okay. Oh, demixed mapping. Demix. Oh, hey, see, watch, see, watch, Sam. Well, not watch, but check this out. This is for McStud. There we go.
It's the mixed mapping. It's the mixed mapping. It's the mixed mapping.
Oh, I don't know why I'm laughing at my own. I'm laughing at my own. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, so funny. Oh, okay. Concentrate, Triz. Concentrate. Get this stuff done. Get this stuff done. Because we still have to go to PS4 Bridge. Because I can't stay up as late as I did last night. That was late, and I still woke up pretty early to set up for the shadow boxing. So I am pretty. I will say I'm pooped. Like after shadow boxing, and then I had volleyball, like 2 hours of it. I was gonna play basketball too. It was like, well, I did just shoot around here and there, but go to McDonald's. It's the mixed mapping. See, sometimes it's funny when you loop things. That one, that deserved a loop. Oh, I failed. Someone went to the sick bay. Already all weapons that come with tier 6 ships are good to keep, or should I building them? They're good for leveling Eternal, but you could probably get through normal content, even advance in a group that you're familiar with, but just like suck. Just for you, McStud. But if you were thinking of getting to the advanced to elite stuff, yeah, you're gonna get. It's not gonna perform as well as Mark 15 weapons because I think it only scales up to Mark 12. I think. I can't remember who told me that, but here you go, McStud.
Suckbox! 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 Suckbox!
I was told that was pretty good. I have to admit it was. Level boost that came with a ship pack, so yeah, only Mark 12. Yeah, it's not gonna be anything Mark 15. I think I'm not sure what the exact scaling of the weapons are, but it is. It's really good. I don't know if McStud knows if those levelless weapons, what mark they kind of scale up to. I'm not quite 100% sure. For some reason, Mark 12. I think someone told me it was Mark 12 or something. That's done. That's done. That's done. Don't have any marks I need to get. Can't compete. No. Again, I could be wrong, but even then it's still common. For the level it would be common as opposed to epic. So there's still then that range. See? I think it's something the Mandela effect? I don't know. But regardless, you mean you're what is it that Spencer said? Even in a supported run, the tanks are still running Mark II weapons. They'll still out DPS a lot of people in the game. But that's because, again, look at all that done. Woohoo! I just have one more rep to do on this. Okay, I need to get this guy some boxes. Not these boxes. Mark boxes. That's okay. That's okay. I'm surprised you don't have a McStud captain yet. What? Maybe there's a you can play the whole. Oh yeah, you can definitely play them. I mean, you can't go Pug a Corfez. You know what I mean? But so if I go over more 15, but save these weapons, gotcha. Yeah. Don't do it. No, I wasn't. Speaking of the Enterprise, I was gonna play something, but I might get in trouble. Not do that. Let's not do that. Okay. So we're going to reputation. Forgot what I was gonna do for a second. Oh wait, no. Is there anything duty officer wise we can get? Is there anything? Is there anything? Ooh. That's good for a Doff. I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh yes! Yes! Woohoo! We're gonna get some rep paid outs. Come on, mixed stew captain would be amazing. I mean, it would be. They have some glorious beards here that come close to mixed studs. Not as close, but I'm sorry. And yet, remove one of the scaling specific to the Vesta? Huh? You can't remove it? Well, you know what happened the other night that actually Cryptic's helping me on. So I was doing the build video for woohoo, we're done. For oh no, not this one. For the Vesta, we upgraded we upgraded 4 aux cannons to damage 4 crit DM. And then when I was doing the review video, they all reset to the default epic mods. And I had to, there's a back and forth between me and Cryptic, and they're asking me shots. I gave them clips because it happened on stream. And then I gave them how much dill and salvage I used, and now it's been escalated to the higher up. So, but that doesn't sound right. That definitely sounds like a bug. If you can't actually remove it from your ship. Yep. I don't want it. I don't want to remove. That's strange. Yeah, I know I've upgraded them, but like I said, they lost their epic mod. When it came to, sorry, they lost the mods that I gave them. Holy Mac, you're still on your cam? Well, yeah. I'm still on the YouTubes. I'm still her. I'm still her. Heyday. Oh no, not yet. Don't. Huh. I was telling Greg, he's like, so I'll put the face cam on here on YouTube but not on Twitch, and it's like, well, really, we don't have sound commands here, so the face has to somewhat. And this is why I can't get doffing done, because I talk with my hands. You hate using? Not necessarily. I thought I told you, but the reason why I don't use a cam is the focus I wanted the stream to be was Star Trek Online, or whatever. The face cam was a thing, but also I didn't really necessarily have the woohoo 6, yes, have the proper setup. This is just my living room, and I didn't really like to show it, but this is the same background, of course, when I'm shadowboxing. So, and because I'm in my rocking chair, you know. Beamboats, got enough of them to do DH. Yeah, no, I did a fun little aux cannons for the Vesta, and we plan on doing another one for it, just for fun. If people don't know that I do this for fun, y'all don't know me that well yet. So we collect this. You're done. Woohoo! That one. And we can claim this one. Claim! That one, that's done. This one. So. Woohoo! Yes! Done. One more. Oh no, this needs one more night. Oh, that's okay. There's still more that we gotta get done, but sure, slowly but surely. Oh my, say it isn't so. Star Trek is fun for you. I know. Why is my Pandevers? Lead Lucario for gain salvage. Well, I have the tune for that. Destroy Voth ships. We're doing good here for our time. Again, another 45 minutes. We're transferring over to PS4 because I need to do the dailies there. I purposefully set this time aside and nothing in real life came up so that we can do the discussion of the episode 5 and see how it goes. And this is the second one we've done, and I've had a blast just talking about it. And I know it's kind of just monotonous in hearing me say I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, but I do. I can't help myself. So we're done that. We go to Jawar. The last thing we'll do is, yeah, we'll go through some paperwork, get these guys caught up a little bit, do the daily, do Lucari TFO, finish my Pandevers, and then head over to PS. Do you know what you are claiming for event campaign for both PC and console? So, Waldo, for the PC, there's a list. One of them is the Kirk Temporal Heavy Battlecruiser. The second one is the, and not in any sort of order necessarily, the Merdani, so the Mirror Disco Prize. There's one more. Got that. The Borg Juggernaut's on that list too. The Mirror Warship, the Borg Juggernaut. Already got the Mirror Strike, so that was it. Just those 3 ships. Yeah, and yeah, just that's the only 3 I can think of at this point. The Merdani would be for the trait. The Kirk and the Borg Juggernaut would just be for the ships themselves. Now, for console, no, I don't know. There's a lot more for console that I can get, obviously. That would include the Crossfield refits. That's going to include the Inquiry Battlecruiser, the Disco Prize, are the ones that kind of top that list there. I'm just not sure. So it's either the Disco Prize. It's between the Disco Prize and the Crossfield, I think. Just get a shuttle. But no! That would be so painful. Good thing there is no... Stop it! Stop! No J. No J. Borg Jug is fairly cheap. Yeah, and there's that too. So, again, I don't know 100% which one yet. But, yeah, you're right. I guess I could maybe tick off that, and if I really wanted to get it from the East Exchange, but I might be at a point where... Oh, salvage. Everyone look away from... Rob, just don't look. This is why I'm doing this, though. See? I have Pendever. Guess what? Yes! You saw nothing. Don't worry about it. Well, Spencer... No, it's not my favorite ship, okay? It's not. Well, if it flies the J, even with the competitive engines, even with evasive maneuvers, the Kondoff, it's pretty rough. To be honest, it's pretty rough. It is pretty rough. The J was still slow in overall get their speed. That's one. Z. For the love of all that is holy, just hit salvage, please. Aray ko. Sabi ko sa'yo, huwag ka tumingin. Tumingin ka pa kasi dyan eh. Ba't tumingin? Sakit ng ulo mo, man. Watch, Rob's gonna have to Google all that, but that was a lot of Tagalog in a short period of time. You probably didn't even catch that. Probably. Give him... And that was after they gave us some free slots there, Waldo. Here for as long. Araiko. Alright, where is... What was I doing? There was nothing there, so I guess Admiralty. Yes, we have to take advantage of the XP to get some more Delicham. Delicham. That's the Filipino accent for you caps. There? Wonder if Greg is back. Greg, we finished talking about Strange New Worlds. I know you want no spoilers. And I thought I was behind because I didn't get a chance to watch it until like Friday, I think. Saturday. I didn't get a chance to watch it until Saturday. Yeah, that's right, because I started late. Actually, I almost ended up watching it twice, really. Again, I can't say enough but good things for Strange New Worlds because of how good it is. It's like wholesome good too. You know. Probably. But remember, Greg has us. He's always watching. That's his shtick. He's always watching, apparently. So, let's see. Ooh, here's an idea. Check this out. Let's see if he's watching. Because there's still some stuff that I have not put here. I think.
My nose is getting nasty and I don't want anybody to see me digging through my nose. My nose is getting nasty and I don't want anybody to see me digging through my nose. My nose is getting nasty and I don't want anybody to see me digging through my nose.
Oh, if he hears that, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Oh, I'm on chat. I'm behind you. I'm gonna go watch it. Oh yeah. Did you... Yes. There was more, right? That I have not put on this stream. Yeah.
You know, even after I said, okay, fine, I won't blame you, Triz.
I'm just reaching for that one then. Maybe this one. Red cap.
Oh yeah, you can milk anything.
Oh, not that one. Cheat?
Cheese is delicious, Master Dude. Cheese is delicious.
Stop trying to call him. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Stop trying to call him. Okay. No, yeah, that was Augie's old command. I forgot about it. What it was actually named. Tomper, why are you running around? Tomper, oh Tomper, why are you running? Get all skittish at night. It's kind of weird. Like they eat dinner at night before the Admiral goes, and usually they just kind of flop over, but there's just some nights that they just get crazy. That one for that. You need to get this one. Up. More. Ooh. Get up to the Fed track. Oh, I don't want to use pass tokens. Those things are like rare. They're like a super rare. Ooh, another. Oh, monkey. Be my last 2 tokens. It's okay. Worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. I don't know how long it took me to burn through his tokens, but I finally did. Finally did. That is the gone na. There you go. Done. So you're doing good for time. What time is it? Perfect. I think we'll be able to get up to Xander done, and then we'll do the dailies. The other dailies. Where's Toshak? Go, dude. Why is Tumper running? I think they just kind of get skittish at night. I don't know. They kind of just... It's not like they're being chased or anything. It's just maybe just excess energy. Maybe. They're kind of like, okay. Old Mantriz is... Oh. Woo! Thank goodness for the rocking chair. Said, or the rocking chair.
We've detected significant temporal activity in the Galorn.
Because I would not, if I was in like this kind of like a desk sort of sitting position, nope, would not be able to stream that long. Mind you, we did have a long stream, like 5 hours at YouTube, but I was very uncomfortable. Remember that stream, Sam, when we were working on that Spencer trophy? Just need a good head pet. I did carry Thumper yesterday. Man, it's amazing how much they've grown. Like there's some heft to them. You know, it's hard to just pick them up with your one hand. It's like you have to pick up the hand and support them right away because they're getting pretty heavy. Jeez. Yeah, that was a long stream, man. That was fun. I quite enjoyed it. That was really fun. I mean, why we stream, right? Because it's fun. It's fun. Oh, I didn't switch the tracks. Dang! Yes. See, now you have no more pass tokens, so I have like no choice. This dude is whatever he's gonna get. That's it. And I'll just skip things that I can. This Spencer bobblehead award. That is still one of the best cutouts I've ever done. 100%. And it's literally, it feels like I got awarded that trophy for how good that thing turned out. That thing turned out amazingly. And Spencer's reaction was just priceless. That was priceless. It was bar goods. Now we switch. See, when I go for tour duties, I switch the tracks. When I get a tour duty. When I get a tour of dote. For the tour of dote. I'm wondering, can you hear some nibbling going on behind me? Was pleased or he not liked it? I think he liked it. It was more positive than negative. How's that? Why are you running? Yeah, Trish is gonna need to stand up soon. The old man just can't sit for long periods. Nope, nothing? Okay. Surprising, because it's like literally right behind me. Ash Mama! Ash Mama! Oh, Ban. Muti, miss me. Umper, Moja. Sorry. No, I'm not. It makes my daughter laugh whenever I start causing. Oh, wait, sorry, Max. Makes my daughter absolutely just giggle. She's awake and she hears me saying. And she, so much so that she tries to do it on her own. She's like, look. When she says look to me, she wants me to say their names. You get these giggles. She gets the giggles. Right. That's one. Over. Oh. Zed and Xander. See if we can get to them. That's done. Did I? And then. Nope. Can't. Do Zed. No nibbling. Hello, Ban brother. Good, sir. How you doing?
Admiral, if you will come with me.
Oberhair. I mean, pretty much. Where are they, Oberhair? Oberhair. It's sir. How you doing? Good evening. Ouch. Ah, jeez. Ah. It is so painful. That's Licham. Contraband, and I think I have enough contraband that it's gonna warrant me to go to PSD to hand it in. I think anything more than 5. Yep, 43. Set course to Oberder. Oh, let's go! 5. What's new on your end? No, we just spent the last 2 hours kind of going over the episode 5 and kind of did a episode mid-season recap for Strange New Worlds. And I quite love and adoring Strange New Worlds right now. It's so good, just so good. Other than that, now we're into some paperwork, at least till 12:30, and then we're gonna go to the PS4. Of course, maximum warp. Maximum. It'd be maximum. Ugh. Thank goodness for my rocking chair. Maximum warp. Over there. Delete. Hurry, hurry. And was it? No. Bubs, what are you doing? What are you doing, Babs? Go back to sleep. Sometimes she does this weird thing where she just wake up and start walking. Not like sleepwalking, just like feels like she's like all out of sorts or something. Doing good for time here. We're gonna have enough time for paperwork on Xander, and then do the last Pendevers, do the daily. What's my date? What's events? We'll just do, yeah, we'll just do Biteratus. Events, Hail, Heart of the Storm. Yeah, we'll just do that because I think that tunes. It's too bad, Triz, you couldn't buy one of those. Probably. Most likely. But I mean, this does well. It's just regardless if I'm sitting. The thing is, in any chair that I would be, I'm sitting for a long period of time, right, while we're streaming. So I'd still have to. I'd probably be more comfortable, probably, or wouldn't have to move as much, maybe. I've tried a massage chair before, and it really didn't do anything for me. But again, it was trying. It wasn't at home. It was just there. I'm like, I sat maybe 5 minutes, if that. Like, well, I'm not feeling anything. I mean, it feels good, but. All those Phoenix. Hello, Space Boyser. How are you?
Admiral, if you will come with me.
Don't worry about the space. Don't worry about them. They're only a figment of your imagination. Saving them in case I need them. I need to ignore. One day we should make Triz do TFOs and nope. Not gonna happen. No, sir. No, sir. It's not, no. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Mind you, there is that, wait, isn't that Romulan TFO that you can do? In the shittle? Roll, but solid build quality. Yeah, we're gonna have to check out, see how that works. For now, again, it's the space. It's how things are set up in my house. I don't even have a proper sort of desk to put a PC on. You don't need a desk, but shittle night. There's only like 2 things you can do in a shittle, isn't there? 2? I think there's only 2. Which, by the way, Captain's reminder, this Saturday. Okay, I was supposed to work on my board tonight. I'm probably working on tomorrow night. This Saturday, our good Captain Curlin here, well, Villager Sparky, has redeemed 100k theme night. That's going to be this coming Saturday. Borg for both ground and space. Need more shuttle content. That is true. We have these shuttles and we don't really use them for anything anymore, except for that mission. Even that you can skip. Glory and profit and howdy taking the and thanks to Goofball. Goofball has given some items to give away, and that is actually Borg related. I believe it's like weapon packs, Borg weapon packs. I think. Yes, there you go. We'll be able to get Xander done. Woohoo! I don't know what scenario. Man, I don't there was a comment on one of the videos, and I think it was about the reskin for the Shakar. And it's cool. They liked the new skin, but what they did not like, and I agree with them, was the removal of the Shakar. Was I using the Shakar? No. It could probably just use a retexturing, but even then, leave it. If you don't want to do anything with it, you don't even have to do with it. You know, for me, it would have just been good just to have there for the sake of, but what do I know? What do I know? I think I did that a couple times, Waldo, the new no-win scenario for shuttles. I think maybe just twice before they removed that. Okay. We'll do this nice and quick. Oh, great, contraband. For the contrabands, for the possible chance of contraband. Quickly, just to take advantage of the XP. Woohoo! Just like that. Hey, deal. He's that. Nothing to sneeze at. Here in first the Mirror Arbiter, nice. The Mirror Arbiter. I had trouble saying that. For some reason. Doing good for time. We're doing for time. Rip through this quickly, and the Lucari Tifo that we'll do is just the whoever, if there's anyone who wants to join, is the Kefi front, because that'll count for it. That will for the Lucari. Woo! Tour duty! Tour duty! Woohoo! Oh, you want one? Okay. Yeah. I don't think I'd get it, to be honest with you. I already have all the ships that I want in that line. Don't think a mirror one would really do it for me. Unless it's a completely new type of skin that looks good, that'll maybe. It fits all the criteria of a Fed ship that I would like, then there's a maybe. There is maybe. Over there in chat. In the chat. Punta ka dun sa chat, sir. Go to the chats. I'm already in the chats. I'm over her. Okay. This is so much quicker on console. On PC. Oh, monkey. See, I can skip all that. The drag of a mouse. Can't do that on console. Done. Woo! Alright. So we're gonna go to do our daily here. That daily is on this girl. Anyone need their daily? Because that's what we're going to do first. Before we finish off here on... reason I'm... Not that is okay. Oh, we got Dwayne. Woohoo! So Dwayne will do the daily. We'll go Uperderatus, and then we'll go to do Lucari. Hopefully we get that daily TFO. Yep. I'll join you in a minute. Woohoo! Alright, we got Waldo. We're gonna do Uperderatus. Opiter. You know the Opiter? Opiter. The Opiter. Oh, X. Would be nice to test out my new ship. Yeah, sure. Sure. Come join. No problem. 9 to 10. Got Waldo when Waldo's ready. Woohoo! Perfect. Nemmer's stream crashed and he's still getting 100 hype train. Well, Nemmer is a great streamer, there's no doubt. Talk about super entertaining. I wonder how he even gets to play games. Mind you, we only rate him. I have sit in streams for like an hour, but it seems like every 10 minutes he just gets, you know, interrupted. And with the interruption, well, I can only equate that to sort of when we are chatting and I'm talking too much and, you know, all that stuff. Greens. Yep, got Waldo. Alright, here we go. Actually, you know what? There's 4 of us, we can just do this. Get the ZPUs on. That was quick. Oh, is that you in front of me? Oh yeah, congrats on your LTS. That's gonna be.
The Terrans will be here soon to steal scientific data.
And here's a good tip. Remember, okay, for the day that you bought it. Mark it down somewhere because that should be the day or the day after you get your Zen. Because I know a lot of people say like, when do I get my Zen? And is my dream? Well, there you go. Now you should have something else. Oh. Oh no, Adion! I can't invite anymore. I still have one more TFO to do, Adion. I'll get you next time, okay? Sorry. I tried. Yeah. Invite you.
All ships, battle stations.
A welcoming committee. You shouldn't have. We're just here for your day. Hand it over and nobody will get hurt.
All ships, engage the Terran fleet.
This isn't over, Admiral. Believe that.
Enterprise, Defiant, take some ships and take her down. The rest of you, stay alert. This isn't over yet.
Oh, it's over, girl. Over, where'd you go? Hi. There we go.
Ship through the rift. Load.
Okay, I'll take beta.
Activate the
That's
hull.
good.
Let's hope they get the job done.
I think we all know what we're doing.
Projectors as best we can. We've got hostiles on the
Oh my god!
station.
Wow,
They're
sir. Oh, but here now. I think I put in points towards skill. I'm so it's okay. Bet you will still be able to finish this easily enough. Don't worry.
You need to get those rifts under control. Need to clear out the ship to Jupiter Station. Tearing
Sorry,
down
I was typing.
projector base.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Taking control of the ship's base.
I see. Ah. While those there,
Jupiter Station reports 20%.
I'm gonna go over here. There's no one over here to Gamma. I'll go to Gamma.
Need to get those rifts under control.
Got it. I got it. Oh, are you... Sorry, I wasn't sure. Sorry, Adion, I'm so sorry. Hello, sir.
Captain on the bridge.
Back on.
Need to clear out the ship to Jupiter Station.
Nammer.
Need to get those rifts under control.
Hey, just relax. I got it. I got it.
You
See?
need
I
to
got it.
clear
I
out
got
the
it. I
ship
got
to
it.
Jupiter Station. Sector Gamma is ours again. Ships are going to load themselves. Protect Gamma now.
I believe that is for Edens. How do you guys take control of that right away?
Need to clear out the ship to Jupiter Station.
Oh, feedback false. No, 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 no.
Rifts are going to load themselves. This is their data breach.
Ooh. Oh.
Sector Gamma is ours again.
Woohoo. Got it. I got it.
We've locked down the
Get it
projector.
back on.
Now they're ours for good.
You still here, Grandma? Ugh.
Ish the grandma.
Speaking of which, did you like what's back for
Enterprise is back near Projector Beta. Shield vessels are negating your attack on the Enterprise. Take them out first.
Oh. You can tell when you're on an alt. It's cute. The damage he's doing is pretty cute. That's for the kill. Oh, gone. Go. Okay.
The Enterprise is going for Projector Alpha.
You guys first.
Are you kidding me
Ah.
with this? My ship is invincible. Give up already.
No, ma'am. Oh no, I didn't mean to hit that. That can take forever to charge up. Hit her, please. Yes! Woohoo! Woohoo!
The Enterprise is near
Next.
Projector Gamma. Shield vessels are negating your attack on the Enterprise. Take them out first.
Don't report of it. Oh wow. At least he can still chat. He just can't broadcast, I guess. That kind of sucks. So he's probably on his cell phone.
Back to bed. Don't know anything.
So close. Where are you going? Back to Alpha?
Enterprise is back near Projector Beta.
You know what? I'm done.
That was cute.
Well done.
Woohoo!
We sent the Terrans home.
GG.
You intend to test us. Be prepared for the consequences.
Goats.
Hopefully their Emperor will listen to that message. But I wouldn't hold my breath.
So you get some Terran lines. Also, the dilithium 15. We have 74. How many more days you got? 2 more? Oh no, geez, we still no. 3 more. 3 more. Thank you, GG. Alright, we're gonna switch tunes here. Oh wait, no. Yeah, blown transformer, geez, that's too much awesome sauce. Hey, look, it's me. It's me. Right, Waldo, you still wanted to come along? We're gonna get 80 onto here, then we'll get a full. Get this guy. Do the dirty work. To do the dirty work.
Fight off the incoming Zenkethi ships to keep control of the area. To
We get Eternal. One more for it? Oh, sweet. Alrighty. Team. How was it? Oh, that happens. Definitely does happen. Feature. At the end of the day, it is pretty still annoying, but still feature. Oh wait, I should actually invite you to oh shit, that's alright. We got through it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Get myself in. I meant to do that. Adion, you wanted to come along? Sent you an invite, sir. Until an invite.
Guys.
Oh. Are you weird? Mm-hmm. Adion? No? This is gonna be our last one. Actually, here while I'm waiting. Ships. Don't know why my screen does that. I don't know why the screen has a seashore. Starts flipping out like crazy. Starts beeping out like crazy. Got 80 on. Sweet, there you go. Alright, we're going to... Wait, can we do Sinkethi? No, we can't. Hopefully this queues us up for Sinkethi front. We did have room for one more if anyone wants to join us. We're gonna do Sinkethi. Oh. Grab it. Oh no, it's okay, don't worry. I just wasn't sure. Maybe we're exactly away from your chair. One more for this, or we're just going to pag. You know the pag. Which is... Go. Count for the delay. 10, 9, 6, 4, 2. Okay, I don't see a green thingy. So, I think everyone left. 1 sec. Jeez. I'm gonna have to re-invite everyone because stove features. I don't... sometimes it is so bad. And Waldo. One more time. I wasn't inviting you to team. I don't know why you're inviting them to the task force operation, which I don't see why it makes a difference. Okay, wee woo. Did we get a wee woo? Please tell me we got a wee woo. Wee woo? We have a wee woo. Wee woo? Am I the only one? Wee woo. Wee woo. Okay, let's go. Sorry, I wasn't sure. Wee woo is good. The wee woo is good. Oh, let's not give people. Not give people like seizures here with turning off the HUD when we're changing maps. Ouch. Okay. Think we're okay. We will is the goods. Woo! Didn't have to wait that long. And then I just have to kill ships and then off to PS4.
The time for battle is almost here. Listen carefully.
No sound commands. I can't. We're gonna go to the PS4 bridge here, Adeon. We'll turn them back. We'll turn them back on. We know how you captains love your sound commands. Right there. Cruiser, thank you.
Teammates has captured the bow. Protect them.
Shit for you. Go. Next one.
Protect them. One enemy base has been destroyed.
Okay, who else has got one? This has got one. Hello? Oh. There you go. Eagle!
Another enemy base has been destroyed. There are 3 left.
Anytime.
Got a bomb. Now destroy one of the bases.
Over there. Helm. Over there. Oh, her. Bye-bye to you. Launch, launch. Launch it. Do it. Dude.
Well,
There you go. Next. Who's got one? Laser beam. Lance. Go. Yoink. Over there. Over there.
only one enemy base left.
Oh, here.
There's just a dreadnought to stop it. Dread. Attack them.
I was like 2 cruisers going in. Hurt me. The bomb. The light is so bright. Bruh! Can I just launch the bomb, please? Yes! You're like no shield, huh? Yeah. Thought. What I thought, sir. Woo! Nice. GG. Maraming salami. Gonna hit the first. Listen, let me take a selfie, but that might get me in trouble here. That might get me in trouble. Just go ahead and... Dude. Woo! Thank you, Caps. That was awesome. That was awesome. Gonna head off to kill the 30 Voth ships, and then that will do it here. That will do it here. The 30 doesn't matter where, so... No! Oh. You ever had those moments where you don't want to click something and you click it? Yeah, I just did that. I just did that one. Where did I go? Where did it send me? It's here. So close. There we go. Okay, so 30 ships, get that done, and transfer over the Twitch. We'll transfer over to do the last bit of the dailies. And we got half of the crew here done for the paperwork, so I'm happy with that. We took advantage still of the XP, because that, I believe we're done, right? Tonight? The XP bonus is done here for PC first. Which is weird because the PC XP started later and finishes earlier, and the console started later and is gonna finish later. Or before and then later. Ooh, dreadnoughts. Oh. A lot of boss ships there. Oh. Oh. And this for the tips. How many did we get there? Almost halfway. I reached that. Go for this one. Go! Oh, there, go! Oh. Stragglers. Oh, they got that one already. Of course I lost. Come on. A lot of ships here. Nine more. Ah! That anyway, so love to go. Take care of these ones. Get the last 8 ships. One here? No? Got 3 lances going on you, sir. Woohoo! Four more. Do it. Yes! Go! Woohoo! We got that one done. For the bridge, put this away. Captains! Thank you so much for chilling here on the bridge. Here to spend a good chunk of time just talking about Strange New Worlds. And you know, I have to say, like I said before, I'm loving covering, I'm loving talking about it and being able to just nerd around on it. Just great. I want to thank you, Caps, for that. Again, highly appreciated. And like I said before, once we met that goal, we were going to stream here on YouTube a lot more, and that's what we're going to do. So, in terms of set schedule, not sure yet, but night, Waldo. Thank you so much, sir. So again, captains, you're more than welcome to join us Saturday night, where we're going to do our Borg theme night, courtesy of Curlin / Sparky Villager. There's going to be some prizes donated by Goofball. It's going to be ground and space theme. So, doll up. Okay, good night, Dwayne. Thank you so much for stopping by. Doll up your tune, your ships. We're going to go all board. We're going to assimilate some stuff. Get your board build themes on, too, as well. I'm going to probably work on that tomorrow or hopefully in the next couple of days here. I was going to sort of do that tonight, but that kind of went the way of the dodo bird. But anyways, we're going to call it here on the YouTube bridge. I thank you again, Caps, for joining us for the discussion. Check out the video, of course, if you missed it. We're going to actually head to the Esport to get that done. And that's going to turn on all your sound commands. So, captains, thank you again one more time for joining us here. Again, we'll head over to the PS4 because we still got to take care of the dailies there. But on that note, once again, captains, LLAP.
Live long
For those who are going to join us
and prosper.
on Twitch, I will leave the link here for you. You're more than welcome. Fair warning, it gets a little gassy sometimes. It gets a little noisy. So fair warning. Fair warning. That's where we'll be here probably in about within the next 10 minutes. I'm probably just going to get something to drink because we have already been streaming since 9 o'clock here. So, again, thank you, Caps. We'll leave it there. Good night and take care.